Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. Look around, leaves are brown, and the sky is a hazy shade of winter. A hazy shade of winter. And the sky is a hazy shade of winter.
Who wants to do the recap?
I can do it this time.
Okay.
All right. So we start off the session by arriving at the wellspring. It is this big well, about 50 feet in diameter, and it's just completely pitch black underneath. There's a sign that basically tells us to kind of meditate by the well. A few of us kind of do it at first, but Quintus and Sapphira, they're kind of standing back, just kind of observing this. And each of us basically gets a set of different images. Like Gabar gets a image of gets an image of different scrolls, as well as Iriel Arthas's staff. Ilkin sees an image of the sun basically coming up over the 10 towns and basically providing warmth across the entire town. Big Smile basically gets the opposite of that and just sees the shadowy image of the Frostmaiden basically crashing into Yithrin, and basically kind of marking her approach. And V sees this tear in space, where she sees the nautiloids, basically these ships full of mind flares. Yeah, and after a little bit, Gabar and Sapphira, Quintus and Sapphira also get these images. Sapphira gets one about the Reghead War, and Quintus sees one for Avarice, who is basically abandoning the battle just before it all starts to break loose with the Regheads. V also gets another image of this basically just gross fleshy creature with 5 heads inside of it, sitting at the supposedly at the bottom of this well. And we basically decide well, we're not touching that thing with a 10-foot pole or a 50-foot pole. So we decide to kind of just head back over to the conjuration tower in order to rest. And we see Shaka Shaki, the little guy, the little Yukolov guy, basically coming back, and he's just he's ready to fight. He wants to fight, and we were just screw it, might as well just fight him. We dropped the little force field, kind of holding this guy in, and we just kind of go about town. But it ends up being a lot tougher than we thought. But V ends up banishing it, and we're kind of just left in a nice quiet room as we all go to bed.
I just want to put input. Jakushaki may or may not be in the next campaign.
Yeah,
Bro, I literally just posted that in Discord.
Did you?
Just now the
If
same time.
Shakashagi's not in it, help me out. I don't even want to play it.
Oh, there was one other thing about the before we hit the bed, V attunes to the ring that she found, and basically kind of determines that I don't really need the crystal anymore in order to basically attune to my spells. Valin basically actually tries to get a grab at the crystal, but V basically just intimidates her and just giving it back. And as we head to bed, Gabar sees an image of the Regheads basically on the cusp of war as the Lahab and the Kalb tribes The Kalb and Siddiq tribes actually go into the battle against the Lahab tribe, and stuff is basically just already going down up there. Next day, Bolin actually doesn't succeed at her save as her hair basically she becomes completely bald. Her eyes basically kind of like get closer and closer together, and she is like incredibly defensive and paranoid. She actually like lashes out at the party as Illiken basically is like trying to restore her. But after a while, after kind of a not really fight, but like a tense encounter, Illiken uses Greater Restoration in order to heal her back, and Valen is, just back to her nice-ish normal self. We'll go with that. And since that, Avarice is more than likely on her way down because of the Regheads, we decide let's just take care of this Ice Devil, so we're not dealing with that and Avarice at the same time. We end up tracking this aberration. We go to this area kind of like in the west side of Yithrin, where we see this thing kind of just like stalking on the rooftops. He's just jumping across rooftop to rooftop. He knows we're here, and after a little bit, we engage in combat. This thing is basically staying on top of the rooftops. Big Smile just kind of like runs up on top of the rooftops and just starts beating it up. Quintus brings Sapphira up to the rooftop with the dimension door, as this thing also just kind of like encases itself in this giant dome. And after a little bit, Big Smile is able to stunning strike him. We're able to kind of like get this dome down thanks to Gabar's help. And Quintus finishes him off by like summoning silver coins, or like taking the silver coins out of his bag, animating them, and just using them to just puncture a bunch of holes into him. And with that, he ends up collapsing into like a pile of dust and blue flames, and back to the Nine Hells he goes. And at that point, we decide, well, since we're like on this side of the map anyway, might as well just hit some of the other towers before Avarice really gets a chance to. So the next tower we end up going to, the train station, which has this large hole inside of it and like an orange-brown symbol on the side. And yeah, that's where we left off.
Alrighty then. So, Icewind Dale, Rime the Frostmaiden. We get like a wavering of snow. And up close to the camera is an orangey brown glowing symbol on the outward face of the spire. It is the symbol for transmutation. As the camera sort of turns upside down, it catches the tower going down, and it is a four-sided tower that rises before you. Hairline cracks creep up its walls like ivy. Nearly 20 feet up from where you guys are, a large chunk is missing from the outer wall, creating a hole in the tower. There is no main entrance or gate or even an archway that covered with stone, nothing. There is no holes or anything in this entire tower except for the one that's 20 feet in the air, and it appears to be naturally caused from the wreckage of Yithrin. We pan down to the group of you guys standing before it. What would you like to do?
Can we
I think
go
Gabar
back to the
sent
map?
out.
Yes, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
back to the map. Yeah. I think Gabar sent out Grim to check for Avarice, if I recall.
Yes. Why isn't it dragging you?
Okay. So if we want to get up to where that chunk was taken out, Illiken can summon a familiar, or we do something else.
Don't think the owl will be strong enough to carry us all.
Yeah, we have to get up there regardless somehow.
It's possible to climb, but it might be a little tricky.
Illiken could turn into a spider and ferry people up.
Got a boatload of rope and stuff too, Illiken. If you want to take the top of the rope up there, we could probably.
Yeah. Tie the rope
Fasten,
around.
fasten and climb.
Should be easy enough for me.
Can we get up there without magic? It's only 20 feet.
And somehow
Elican doesn't have to transform, does he? Oh yeah, because he has a swim speed, right?
swim speed, yeah.
I'll give you an advantage on a climb check if you want, Elican.
Just a regular climb check?
Yeah, like
All right,
athletics.
yeah.
Yeah, with advantage. I mean,
Yeah,
you've been
Big
climbing.
Smile literally walk up the wall.
No, we kind of homebrewed that. We swapped out that with the tough feet.
Ah, there you go.
Less level.
Well, I'll give it a try. He says as he'll take the rope, like tie it around him, and make sure it's loose, not taut, and then
You want to try
tries
to climb it up? I mean,
Yeah.
you've been climbing Sky Tower Shelter since you was able to walk. I imagine you can do it. So make an athletics check, and I'll give you advantage.
Athletics. I'm on.
With ease.
Okay.
There is a point. So you start sticking your feet into these like hairline fractures in the wall and roughening up some, opening up some holes for your feet, and you will just dig your claws into the side of the wall and pull yourself up. There's only one point when you get maybe 15 feet up to get to the hole. You kind of have to jump to grab it because there's nowhere to put any of your hands, but you easily grab it, pull it up, and you are at the top of the tower. I will describe it to you.
Just like home.
Beyond the hole in the tower, a torch lights near a closed door. You're in this fairly small room. All things considering the size of the tower, it's not a very large room. There are boxes and containers strewn about the floor of the room. A slight path seems to have been cleared out as if the stuff has been pushed to the sides, leading to the door. Amongst the detritus in this room are two life-sized mannequins that sort of give you a start when you see them. And they lay akimbo on the floor. There's frost and stuff that covers all the boxes and crates. What would you like to do?
So there's a little path cleared through the boxes.
To the door.
Door just looks ordinary.
Yes. No. You want to check it out first?
Well, he's gonna walk over to the door, yeah.
Okay.
But he will, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself though. He'll fasten the rope on if there's like a little like piece of rock or like a brick sticking out that you can fasten it to. He'll do that and throw the rope down.
There honestly isn't a lot in this room to tie the rope to. Everything is just sort of loose detritus in this room.
Fair enough. He'll call down then and say, there's a door up here. I think I'm going to have a look.
Alone?
I'm not gonna go in. I just want to see if it's locked. And that's what he'll do. He'll go over to the door and he'll try to turn the handle but not open it.
Okay. So you approach the door and you will see that most of this back wall is covered in frost and ice. There is a torch burning right next to the door. It doesn't give off any heat. And it's this sort of yellow, regular flame. It's not some blue flame like you've seen everywhere else, or purple or pink or whatever. However, you will notice with your keen perception that the ice around the door has been chiseled away with tools fairly recently. So the door will open. And you check the knob, it's not locked.
All right, he'll go back over to everyone and be like, "It's unlocked. Seems someone's been here very recently." I suppose you should all find a way back up here.
You're like 300 pounds of muscle. Throw it on a rope.
All right. Well, it's like a sheer opening, right? I guess he can just throw the rope down with it tied to him and fasten his
Yeah.
core muscles.
Sure.
Put a leg up against the side of the wall.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess I'll go against one of the edges and kind of like grab the edge. That's his only support, but should be enough, right?
Okay, sure, yeah. I want to do this in a fun way. So let's say Illican, make an athletics check. Oh, first of all, who's climbing up first?
We'll start with Gabar. Warm up
Who's-
quick. Like warm up with a light.
Yeah, who's
stat.
the lightest? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Gabar, I think in player missing fashion, I think Sonar will just pick him up and float him up to the top. So who's next?
You want to go there, Quintus?
Sure.
Okay. So Illican, make an athletics check. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, and then Quintus, make a athletics check, please. Okay, you make it up.
Pulling the rope up faster than I can climb.
Yes. Yeah, you basically just get pulled up to the top. Who's next?
What do you think, V? Do you want to go?
Probably.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Eric, can you run V sheet for a second?
Sure. Start giving help actions. I'll let him up here too.
Okay. All right. Think with the two of you, it should be fine then. So V just has to Eric, if you can make an athletics check for V. Ooh, that's not very good. Okay, so V, you rolled a 5.
Okay.
Is there anything you would like to do, or you're just gonna fall?
If I have a sorcery point, can I re-roll that? I don't know if I do or not because of that last fight, but
Says
yeah,
you
you
have guidance
have
too.
4.
I have 4. Okay. Could
Yeah.
I use a sorcery point and try
Yeah.
and do?
Yeah, do it again.
I'll give you guidance as well.
It was a 5 again, Nate.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? Oh my god.
I'm
Well,
not kidding.
Yeah, that's all I can do, I guess.
Okay, all right.
If I see V falling, I'm gonna go for the catch here.
Okay. So V, you almost get to the top, right? And they're pulling up the rope too,
Great.
trying to get you. You're about 20 feet in the air, which is like pretty high. And the rope slips out of your hand. It's cold. They've been fraying it a little bit on the side, trying to pull you up. You slip. Big Smile, you want to try to break her fall?
Yeah.
Make a dexterity.
It's good. I'll do
saving
it. I'll
throw.
cast Featherfall.
Okay. All right, V, you slowly levitate to the ground.
How long does Featherfall last?
Until you hit the ground.
Really?
So if you cast Featherfall,
one minute.
I have calling creatures rated senseless 60 feet per round. Creature lands before the spell ends. Oh, up to
And-
1 minute. Okay. I was about to say, like, so you could theoretically, if you're 100 and some odd feet in the air, you could theoretically cast like fly on yourself in that time and not break Featherfall for a minute.
Yeah, you'd have to be like, if you're more than 600 feet in the air, you'll need more than one casting of Featherfall.
Yes, but I'm saying like you would have another round to cast fly on
Oh,
yourself. So you could theoretically save yourself and still have Featherfall on in case concentration breaks for a minute.
It's an interesting loophole.
Yeah, I just seen that. All right, so V, you want to try again?
Hit the ground. Who on it still needs to go up? Big Smile, Sapphira, a lot of people.
Yeah.
A villain, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Valen. Can I usher Valen to try?
Sure. Valen will
Oh.
huff forward.
I'll give.
Oh,
guidance
she's not
to
a bitch
Valen.
anymore. She will stride forward confidently. Go ahead and
Age
make
before
an.
beauty.
She agrees, and go ahead and roll athletics check. Oh, he did. Oh, she makes it. She climbs up with a surprising display of athleticism. She gets to the top and puts her hands on her hips, looking down at V.
I will say under my breath, well, if the hag can do it.
Come on, V, don't let her show you up.
I
Give guidance this
will-
time.
Oh my
You fucking got a
God.
7. All right, but I will say with 3 people up at the top, they're just gonna pull you. If you just tie your hand to the rope, they can just pull you up. So with everyone, I think if that being the case, I think everyone can make their way up. With 4 people at the top, you can really start to pull it. So you guys start
Nothing but a
to
thing.
yeah, Valen acknowledges you, and you guys will get pulled up into the room. And I will pull you over to a map, but I will say this room is a little crowded with all of you in it. The shield guardian grabs onto the rope, and everybody's like, no.
You're fine. You're fine.
Honestly, do we want him to make a door on the bottom level?
Call that
So,
plan B if we need.
Valen
No, then I'll
will
try to tomb tapper.
Valen will note that the structure appears not super sound to begin with. Putting holes in it may collapse the building. Okay, I think that's everyone. Okay, can you guys see?
If it's
Yep.
just this little rectangle, then yes.
Yeah, it's just a little rectangle. Right, there's a door right here. Like I said, it is suspiciously free of frost, considering the whole wall is. And there's a bunch of boxes and crates, and some of them ruined, some of them still intact. There's treasure chests. There's all kinds of shit in this room, and a couple of mannequins like leaned up against a wall.
Who would be squatting in Yithrin? Is this one of those one-eyed weird things again?
Well, after what we found in the divination tower, it could be anything.
Yeah, look, and give a listen on the door, see if you can hear anything on the other side.
Alright, he'll press his furry ear.
You are confident that there is nothing on the other side.
All right, then he'll say something like, "Well, I don't hear anything, but like I said, someone was clearly here recently. Could be that some of the goods in here have been ransacked. But who knows? Someone or something could be waiting further in. Are you all ready to take a look?"
Unless if they already left.
Yeah, maybe we caught them while they're out. Maybe this is a good time to
Could
look
be
around.
that.
When you say mannequin, I'm thinking like a human shaped statue. Is that what we're looking at?
It is a mannequin, like it's made of wood.
Okay.
But it has the silhouette. It looks like a fucking man, like how you imagine like the ones at Target. It kind of looks like that.
Okay.
You know,
I
sort
was
of
just thinking in
formless
like fantasy
Lego
terms.
hands. Yeah, what are you asking?
Well, I didn't know like a mannequin was a thing.
Yeah,
I was-
well, back in the day, they
I
didn't
was
have
just
like the
trying to
arms
get
like they do now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like they were just like torsos with head things on them, so they could make dresses and shit on it.
Sure.
But this one looks like has the Lego hands and the pointed feet. You know?
Okay. Yeah. All right. I just wanted
made of
a
wood.
good visual.
Gotcha.
Give it a go there then, Prince.
Forward we
Alright.
go.
You want to open the door?
Yeah, Pelican will be the first in.
Okay, you open the door.
Oh,
The when you open the door, you may actually make that noise because the tower's walls are all made of stone, but are sculpted with impressions of humanoid forms pressing out from within, clawing hands and howling faces, captured in stone forever. Very much like the Freddy Krueger sort of on the blanket kind of thing, but it's a stone wall and there's just faces and stuff and torture being pushed through. A skeletal body lies broken on the floor of this hallway before you. That's all you see for now. It's filled with rubble and it's torch lit in here. It's like a hallway. Seems to turn to the right.
Well, all of you are going to want to see this.
What are we
What's
looking
that
at?
next?
I think we found our one of our friends who came up here, but as I said, this one I think looks too old, and it's just a skeleton, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very, very old and frozen over skeleton.
What are the robes like? Is this potentially the Archmage or?
Unclear. They are very. They were once very ornate robes for sure, but they're now tattered and ruined and just horribly musty.
Do we
You
have
will
more uses of Oh, sorry.
No, please.
Do we have more candle uses?
Yeah, you
I
have
have
two, right?
the
Yeah, you have two more
I
on the
mean,
black
that-
speech candle,
Okay.
right?
I have the crystal edge as well, which can light our way too.
Oh yeah. Who the fuck is this? Wait a second.
Oh.
Huh?
What the heck?
What the fuck is
Hello.
going on here?
You're not supposed to be
Hey.
here.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I told you to come
Already a deadbeat.
Yeah, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted.
I can't believe he joined. Wow.
This fucking guy.
What a nerd.
Can you hear me?
Wait,
Yes,
there we
yes.
go. There we go.
All right, dude, I got like blessed with like the chillest baby and a wife who's like okay with me being a deadbeat for a night. So you guys don't mind. I wouldn't mind jumping in a little late.
Fuck
So-
yeah, let's go.
What I missed, sorry.
Congrats, man.
Wait.
Nothing much.
Okay.
One room of the transmutation tower. I'll go over it real quick. It was like some weird ass fucking storage room with a hole in it. You went through a door. There's a skeleton on the other side.
Okay,
You haven't missed a fucking thing, really.
I'll watch the hour or so that I missed, and like I said, my wife was cool with me jumping in, so I'm blessed with that. So let's play some
Fucking
D&D,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, let's do it. Hell yeah. Okay, so here we are. You guys are expecting the skeleton right now, right? That was the deal?
Hmm.
Okay. What was the
so
last
we-
thing that was asked to me? I'm sorry.
Illikin was basically just trying to determine how old it is, but if it's like a full skeleton, then
It's definitely like a
really-
Netherese skeleton for sure.
Yeah. There must have been someone else here recently. But these designs on the wall and the body are definitely a foreboding sight for
Yeah,
building.
so the designs on the wall are sculpted with the impressions of humanoid forms pressing out from within, clawing hands and howling faces captured in stone forever. It's like on the walls in stone. We're in the transmutation tower. Okay.
Will our little candle work with a skeleton this old?
Yeah.
Want to ask who he was and I don't know either how he died or what
I
he
can
does
give you
here.
I can give you some more information. Just so I'll since you're investigating the body, I can like pull you around the corner, right? And I'll explain some more stuff. Around the corner, first of all On the wall is another hallway that leads around the side of the tower. There's a door that leads to like a central chamber. And around the corner stands a statue kneeling with its hand outstretched to a 6 foot tall cylindrical chamber, like a little tube thing. The device, this crystal cylindrical thing, is cracked and broken in places. It is topped with an intricate crystal rod and appears to have 2 keyholes as well as a lever in the up position. Behind its transparent door, 2 bolts of fabric are haphazardly placed inside the device. And then again, there's a door on this hall that leads to like a central area of the tower. Now you have all the information.
Maybe we ask this thing who he was and how to open the door with this contraption.
Yeah, what's inside this cylindrical device?
You want to go check it out?
Sure.
Okay. What would everyone else be doing? Let's get to everybody else, please.
Was there anything of note in the debris in the first room?
Do you
Or
want
is
to check it
just
out?
Yeah.
Okay. As you look around in the debris, everything really just looks kind of run down and shitty. There's various material components. So for these, it's like wood, various types of metal, clay, ash, ruined mandrake roots. You do end up finding a jewel encrusted dagger that looks fancy as fuck. It's probably worth 1,000 gold just by itself. The interesting thing that you do notice, though, that's more interesting than that, is there is a metallic chest. It's free of frost. It's like a dark gray. And there are arcane symbols surrounding the lid of this chest.
Yeah, before we get too far, there's a magic chest back here if people are interested. It seems warded, but
I mean,
I'll-
Valen will probably go. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go follow Quintus's lead and check out this chest.
Okay. Why don't you make an Arcana check for me? Give me. You can have advantage because Valen is going to aid you. Okay. So you get 2 things. One, it is arcane locked. It requires a passphrase, that which you do not know, and it has symbols of transmutation. As like a trap, if not opened properly.
I can certainly try a simple knock spell on it, but whether or not that'll work, it might set off this trap that's protecting it. If nothing else, it'll suppress the magic as we try to have someone pick the lock if it's still locked after such.
yeah, otherwise I can try dispelling the other effect on it.
Knock is 2nd level, dispel magic is 3rd.
Yes.
That's it. Valen's input.
Might have to
Maybe we
do
could-
both though. That's what I'm saying.
Is it worth burning one of the speak with dads on the skeleton to see if he knows how to open this thing, or do you want to just cast it?
Yeah,
You
I
have
think
2
one
questions
question-
left on your.
Okay.
You have 2 questions left on your speak with dad.
I mean, it's y'all's spells, so if you don't want to waste them, I'm happy to burn a little bit more of that candle to make sure we're doing it right.
Did this chest look like it was like? Is it so? It's in the rubble room. That's in
Yeah.
like the front area.
Yeah, you get the impression that this is where like a bunch of material components were, because this is a transmutation tower. It's one thing into another, so there's a lot of one things and the other things too. You know what I mean? Like transforming one thing into another. Both are in.
But it doesn't seem like the chest is key to unlocking the door.
No.
I think we should try talking to the corpse personally first.
Yeah, unless we can think of any other questions.
Just how to open this ornate chest and how to operate the tube thing with the lever and keyholes in it.
Ask about the keyholes, I'd say.
Just how to operate it in general.
Okay.
Who has
So-
their candle? Is this V's bailiwick?
Quintus does, doesn't it?
I thought Quintus had it too.
No, I didn't have.
Yeah, it's phone ringing right now, so.
Oh, that's okay. Do you want to use the black speech candle on it? Okay. So you set this candle on the skull of this corpse, light it. It illuminates normally and then turns like green or whatever I said before. And the skeleton sort of takes a raspy, dusty breath.
I ask, what is the password to the arcane lock?
You don't want to be a little more specific than that?
I'm thinking maybe there's more than one in this building.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
The arcane lock to the chest right next to you.
But Quintus is trying to get a 2-for-1 in case there's another password later. Cheeky.
Give us all your passwords.
Sure. With a raspy voice, he will say a word. And all of you will instantly, well, all of you that know the spell will instantly recognize the word as the verbal component to prestidigitation. So it's like whatever magic word you say for prestidigitation is the passphrase to open this chest.
And then how do you operate that crystal cylinder?
He will give you a very procedural explanation, which I will give to you. Put on the helmet. Think of the object. No, it would be load the materials into the device. Put on the helmet. Think of the object made from the materials. Turn both keys. Flip the lever.
That's all.
And then
for that candle.
the candle will burn out. The skeleton will crumple. That's it. I just want to reiterate this one more time. There is a crystal tube at the end of the hall. Kneeling before it is a statue with his hand outstretched toward the device. Inside of the device is a bunch of bolts of cloth that are like frayed and ruined from sitting in there for 1,000 years. And there's a lever in the up position. You might notice this after he says it, but dangling from the side of the device is like a wire, like a tube that has a helmet attached to it.
So it looked like this guy was trying to do something with it, and it went awry, and the key got turned to stone. And
So I will give you that because Illican and I guess now you are investigating it. When you get closer, you notice that this statue is extraordinarily lifelike. It's also of an elf. You can sort of see it was possibly a dark elf. And the outstretched hand has a set of thieves' tools inserted inside of a keyhole. There are 2 keyholes on top of each other. On this device, he has his thieves' tools in one.
Is he dressed like a Netherese person or a Brigandare?
No, he looks like a thieves guild, like a fucking leather armor, black cape, or I guess it's not black because he's made of stone, but like a cape, and he's armed to the teeth. He looks a little haggard.
maybe this is the one that chiseled the ice off the door and trying to get a little too cute with the machine here.
How tall is this thing again? The statue?
What about
How
it?
tall is the statue again?
I mean, he's kneeling right now, but he'd probably be about 6 foot when you everything's said and done.
Okay.
Aren't drow canonically short though? I'm not
like
sure.
5'2".
Are they? Yeah. So then that answer.
So I guess we just need to find the keys if we do want to use this thing. I don't think picking the lock will do us any good. Oh, should we try opening that chest? Do we think that maybe has the keys in it?
Probably not, but I mean, magic chest can't hurt to at least see what's in there.
Sure. You want to try to open the chest?
Yes.
Okay. How do you approach that situation?
I'll follow the skeleton's instructions and go up to it, and I'll say in front of it the passphrase, which is I'll basically just cast prestidigitation in front of it.
The arcane runes around the side of the chest flare with a yellow-orange light. That's all that happens.
Do you
Is
say
that a
anything else?
transmutation spell? Is this like a conjuration tower mage hand situation?
Prestidigitation is transmutation, so perhaps that was all it took.
Maybe try casting it on the chest. Do you know it?
I do, and I'll try once again. I'll cast prestidigitation, this time on the chest instead of just casting it in air. Dust it off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like thaumaturgy where like windows blow open or anything, right?
No, this is
No,
I
yeah,
can clean something.
I
or
mean,
something.
the runes will flare again, I guess.
All right.
So,
I'll
Okay.
conjure a mage hand. Everybody get back.
Sure. Everybody takes a step back. You take the mage hand. You want to open the chest?
Yeah.
You open the chest. It's open.
Cool.
You
Better
take a
look
peek.
like a fool than get turned to stone.
It's true. Actually, the effect on this chest was really cool. All right, so you open the chest. Inside, there are there's a bunch of cubbies for a bunch of shit, but they're not all full. In fact, it's mostly empty. There is, however, four potions. Two of them look similar, the rest are different. And a spell scroll. in like a scroll tube, pretty well preserved. Two of the potions appear to have what's the shit that dry ice. It's like it has dry ice inside of it. It's like a liquid that is just smoking on the inside of the bottle. It's like liquid smoke. Two of those are like that. There is like a, let me just, they have descriptions of all of these things.
I think we might actually seen some of these before.
I say we've seen one potion of gaseous form at least, right?
Have you?
The Drow
Dragon
that-
Dareth Assassin.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I fucking lied. That potion looks nothing like that.
Oh.
Yeah, I was totally fucking wrong. I'm so sorry. It is not a. Okay. I was so wrong. Let me redo this. Okay. So this one. It is a cloudy gray. Two of them are cloudy gray oil. That does have a sort of smoky, same sort of thing inside of it. There is a greenish colored potion with like dark hues inside of it. And it looks like sparkling water. The last one does. It's like Sprite. Like a clear liquid with bubbles in it.
Actually, just Sprite.
The Nether is invented Sprite.
And spell scroll.
Maybe they weren't all bad.
The Lime White Claw, come on.
Just a wizard obsessed with lemon lime.
This is the best combination ever.
Maybe it'll be more sour if he adds the green stuff to it.
I'm just imagining now Mike's hard lemonade is like, Tasha's hideous laughter or Piggy's hand.
Oh my god. That's so funny. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Potions. Oil. Two of them aren't potions. They're oil. It says oil on it. It's an oil. So two of them are oil. One of them is a green potion, and the other one is Sprite.
Well, when we get 30, 40 minutes to kill.
And then there was a spell scroll too, you said, right?
Yes. If you look it over, you will recognize it. It's you read Loros now, right? Yeah. So you can immediately tell this is a knock, a spell scroll for knock.
I'll bag the potions until we can investigate them later, and then the spell scroll will just be like, anyone want to hold on to?
Valen will reach out her hand.
Shocking. I'll pass it off to Valen.
Tyr will put it in a pocket. All right. Now what?
I do have a quick excerpt from the Dungeon Master's Guide. In reference to identifying magic items, potions are an exception. A little taste is enough to tell the taster what the potion does. So, I don't know if we can just stick our tongues in it and...
Sure! You guys want to test them out?
Empirical evidence,
Taste
baby. Let's
test.
do
I
it.
love this. This is now how I'm going to do this from here on out. So, this
It's
is
way
from the
cooler
DMG.
than-
Yeah.
Okay, I'm with it. Yeah, I love that. Okay, you guys want to test out the potions?
Oh,
yeah.
why not?
All right,
All
well,
right.
how do you do this? This is going to be interesting.
Well, they're probably not poison. Maybe the green one.
They
Feel
just
like
found a
we're-
new mechanic to kill us.
Yeah, we're on like an episode of Hot Ones or something. Just all these potions. We just have a little dab of each one.
All right, so what do you guys want to do to test these potions? You have two that are like oil. One of them is like this green potion, and when you swirl it around, there's like fucking sparkly glitter inside of it, and then like Sprite.
I can put my pinky finger on the end of the green one and
Okay.
put it on the lips. See how
You
that
put
tastes.
your pinky finger into the green one and get a taste of it, and your feet levitate off the ground ever so slightly, and you
Oh,
land back on the ground. This is a potion of flying.
you got a fly boy here.
Mm,
I'll do the same for the Sprite.
What's that? The Sprite?
I'll do the same for the Sprite. Yeah.
Okay. You dip your finger in it, and you stick it in your mouth, and as you do, you feel like this is a weird sensation. It's like you're suddenly there's a water hose in your mouth or something. Like suddenly there's a bunch of water. And it tastes like, honestly, it tastes kind of like seawater, like it's salt water. You will acknowledge that this is a potion of aqueous form. Aqueous. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me see if I have a handout.
Aqueous.
Aqueous.
Aqueous. Yeah.
Yep. It turns you into water, like a puddle of water.
Interesting. Oh, I'm water.
Yeah, and then like the effect goes away. It's like your tongue turned into water for a second. Oh, here it is.
That must feel weird.
So I'll guinea pig the last two.
Okay.
I'll just
so
try
this-
one of them since they're the same.
So this one's interesting. You stick your pinky finger into the tube, pull it out, your pinky finger's gone. But you still feel it. It's just gone.
Gabar, do you see
no.
invisibility right
Yeah, I
now?
was about to say.
I do. But
Do
I
you know
don't
who
how to
does? Illican.
Oh,
He can see
yeah.
into the ethereal. So Illican, what you
Alright.
see is that Quintus's pinky finger is gone for him, but for you, it's just like a blue sort of ghostly finger. It's a potion. It's an oil of etherealness.
Okay, don't
Ah.
drink this one.
I think I have that one too. Yeah, here it is.
What is the etherealness spell?
You like go to the ethereal plane.
You test drive being a ghost for a while.
Yeah, it's basically like being a ghost.
Like blank? I can just search it up.
Yeah, it's kind of like Blink. Yeah, but it's like a way more, like it's more permanent Blink. Like Blink is random and you just phase in and out. This puts you there. You get it's like putting the ring on, you know, in Lord of the Rings. You like go there. Okay. So you know what the potions do. So 2 oil of etherealnesses, 1 potion of flying, 1 potion of aqueous form, and a scroll of knock.
Right. Should we go into the central chamber, start looking for keys?
Yeah, I think so. Is the door in? Is this door actually open? Can we give it?
Yeah, you want to open it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you open it up, expecting a room on the other side. What you find is a fucking hole, like a elevator shaft. So you can see 20 feet down this shaft, and you can see 20 feet up this shaft. doors are flush with the wall going up and down the shaft on the same side that you're on. So it is very much like an elevator shaft, where there's like little stops on the way, but there is no elevator. It is just an empty shaft with doors leading out of it. So overall, from ground floor to the top is about 100 feet. You guys are about 20 feet up.
We're supposed to get up and down here.
Everyone looks at Elikin.
I was gonna say someone could just float to the top and tie off a rope once they get to the nearest hatch.
A potion could make it very easy for us.
For one of us.
You can see that the bottom floor is illuminated, but the top of the shaft, like the bottom of the shaft is illuminated. The top of the shaft is not. It gets darker as you go up. In fact, why don't everybody just put them here, I got it. I'm gonna pull you guys over to this. All right, do you guys see that?
Mhm.
Okay, so you're here, right? And the shaft goes down to this floor and then up to this floor, up to these floors. To describe it a little better. I can put you back in here. And I will. Yeah. There you go.
What does the bottom floor look like? Like, what do we see on the bottom again?
You want to look, you want to try to check it out. So
Yeah.
At the bottom floor, basically the only thing that you can see is on the floor in the center of this chamber. There is an arcane symbol etched in gold leaf. So it's like this gold reflecting arcane symbol of transmutation, right? But it's more of a symbol rather than like an enchantment, right? This is like transmutation, and it's on a slightly raised stone slab, almost the width of the shaft.
It is an elevator.
Is there a transmutation spell that moves stone slabs? Because it looks like this may go up and down.
Well, perhaps that's what the lever is for, but
You can levitate, right? Is that transmutation?
I don't know.
It is.
I'm not familiar with the schools of magic.
It's concerning and terrifying.
Actually, quite a few of the kind of weird telekinesis powers that V has are transmutation.
Would someone
Go
like to?
yeah, how far apart are the floors?
Let's say 20 feet between them, and then so it's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Yeah, there's 20 feet between each floor.
You can try climbing up to the next floor and checking for keys.
I mean, V, maybe try casting your levitate spell, see if you can get this thing to actually work.
Cast it on what?
Sure.
The slab.
Is there a slab at the bottom of this thing?
Yeah, but levitate allows you to levitate yourself,
Oh,
And other creatures.
right? But not stuff.
Yeah, and
Levitating
stuff.
levitating stuff is called telekinesis, and it's like a fucking 6th level spell or something.
No, I mean, I'll post it, but I couldn't do
Oh,
it
what-
anyways. It's too heavy. But I
what creature or this
I can do
object?
objects. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it would be. Yeah, it has to be less than.
I thought it was
500 pounds.
only creatures. Yeah, this slab is what? It has to be less than 500 pounds.
Yeah,
Okay.
which a slab is definitely more than 500 pounds.
You're not so sure.
It's transmutation. Maybe this slab is made
I
of
would assume.
Mithril?
balsa wood. Or
dude, the slab
Yeah.
is intentionally 499 pounds, and they did it on purpose.
Go down and
You solve the puzzle.
check. It only worked for 10 minutes anyways, so we'd only be able to go up one floor.
Mm.
Well, it's easier to get down than it is up. So we go to the top and then work our way down. So we'll sit-
Oh, I see how I said it wrong. Yep, I said it wrong. It is not the size of the. It's not the size of the the tunnel, the shaft. It is much smaller. If you can kind of see in the dim, there's like a little transmutation symbol in the center of that room. You see it very dimly. It's that big. So it's less than 5 feet by 5 feet. You see right here?
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to fit on that.
Yeah, maybe like 1 or 2 people could fit on it at a time. That's why I was like, dude, you're right. Big ass stone slab would not weigh that much. Or would weigh way more than that. But it's not. It's this tiny little thing.
I mean, there's also the possibility that it's already it's like those circles we had in the Conjuration Tower where you just step on them and it starts moving you. So do we want to
Way
go
to
down
find
and
out.
try and activate it, or just try and work our way up on our own?
I want to give you guys one more piece of information. So I think everybody to make a perception check for me.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We usually use the left one.
Have I been? Wait. Oh God, I
Give
can't.
it into
Have I
myself.
been fixed yet?
No.
Never mind.
I haven't been fixed.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's just Valyrian, I think, at this point.
Okay. So Illican and
I'm
Sapphira.
sorry, I was gonna roll, but I'm sure it's not gonna be good.
Illican. Okay. Actually, so Illican, Sapphira, V, and Quintus, you all separately notice at different times that at the very top of the shaft, in the darkness, you can tell that on the ceiling of this shaft, there is a depression that looks exactly like the slab on the ground. So it's as if the slab is convex and the ceiling is concave.
Maybe we're not supposed to get on it.
I was gonna say, if that goes all the way to the top, that could squish us real quick.
Maybe one just needs to levitate the slab to the keyhole in the top.
No, I'm wrong again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sense of this fucking madness. It is this 15 by 15 foot slab. Okay, I was wrong. It is kind of like an elevator. I'm like reading this shit as we go. I've been planning another campaign.
It's also the 2D image versus I assume 3 paragraphs of text
Oh
explaining
my
it.
god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And I broke down the 3 paragraphs into notes and it's still a fucking mess. So yes, it is a 15 by 15 inch stone slab. Or 15 by 15 foot stone slab. So it's basically the same size as the shaft.
And there's
the-
no indents. At
And
the
the
top.
depression at the ceiling is 15 by 15 feet.
Okay.
Right. You know,
So
I'm just
maybe-
gonna-
It still has the arcane symbol at the top.
Yes, but it's
concave?
yes. Exactly right.
Maybe it is a key.
Can you try levitating all the way up so it fits in there? Just see if that activates it.
I can try. I would have to get down there. Oh wait, no I don't.
You can see it, can't you?
Yes I can, and I do not need to touch it. So I can try cast and levitate on the slab.
Yes, you can. As you connect your mind to it, the eyes illuminate on your arm, and the stone slab lifts. It
Nice.
is exactly 500 pounds. Exactly
Sweet.
500 pounds.
Sweet.
It is a very thin. As you lift it up, it's only 2 inches thick.
That's awesome. All right. Well, before we do any ascending, I'm just gonna put it all the way to the top of the ceiling and just see if that does anything.
So here's the issue: it can only move 20 feet away from you.
No, I can move it 20 feet every 6 seconds. Up to change that if you are yeah.
Yeah, just can't
Yep,
cause
you're right.
falling damage because they feather fall to the ground.
You're absolutely right. So you can Mind Palace lift this thing up, right? And as you do, you can push it up to the ceiling. The slab sets into the ceiling, and there is a loud click that resonates throughout the chamber, as if this is some sort of pressure plate. Okay. Okay. Once you lift it up to this thing, it indents the pressure plate. And as it does, on the ground, underneath of where this slab was, a secret chamber is opened below.
Guys, I don't think it made a magical staircase, but it definitely made it a magical basement.
That works too.
Gotta check it out then, right?
It would have to
What
be
adventurers would
quite
they do if they
different.
didn't?
Tower's really on some Indiana Jones shit. All right, well,
I would have to get down without losing concentration, or we are kind of screwed.
Good point. Yeah, if we get into trouble, I can do what I did before.
We gotta. Well, now that the thing is, so it was 20 feet down, and now that it's opened up, how much farther down does it go?
Another 20 feet.
Okay.
Shit.
Illican, do you want to hold the rope for us while we all climb down, and then Quintus, can you feather fall? Illican?
Can I just try something real quick?
Yeah.
I just want to see if it's like a timed thing. If I lower this slab just a little bit, does the door stay open or does it close immediately?
Yeah, you want to lower it down? Yeah, it stays open.
Yeah. The door stays open?
Yep.
Well, scratch that. We may get a ride. Can I lower it to our level?
You can.
Anyone need a lift?
Can it
Wanna
go
go-
below that, or like, does it catch on like the lip of the tunnel?
I'm not.
Like, can the platform descend to the sublevel?
No.
Uh,
So yeah, are we going up then, or just down to the?
We can go down.
yeah, Illiken can do the thing he did before, like but let's see. Yeah, there's not much for him to grab on, right? He's just
In this
yeah,
yeah,
to
no,
like
not
support
that you
himself.
not that you can see. You could try to climb the edge if you want to.
Well, I think what Big Smile was suggesting is that Illiken does kind of the same thing where he puts the rope around him,
Mhm.
spools the rope down, and then people climb down with him as the support.
Okay. So you want to take the rope and toss it down the chamber?
Yeah.
You take the rope. Wait. Let's redo this a little bit. The platform is on your level right now, so there is no below you.
Okay,
Do you
so
wanna
V
move
will,
the
v
platform
will
back
bring
up?
the thing back up.
Okay, so hold up. Let's do this in order.
Yep.
The platform is where you are. You just want to step onto it?
Yeah, I'll step onto it.
Awesome. Here's what happens. You step out through the doorway and you fall upward. As the gravity is flipped in the room that you're in this central chamber, and you begin to fall 80 feet.
I will cast Featherfall.
You cast Featherfall.
Oh my god.
You slowly, as the camera catches you, flip and start to fall upwards, right? So you like flip upside down as you start to fall upwards. The camera inverts as you are now upside down, literally falling, and you end up slow falling upside down to the ceiling, where you now stand on 80 feet above, where there is a pressure plate beneath your feet. You look upwards and you can see all the doors are upside down and the sort of open chamber. And above your head, V, where you are concentrating, is the stone slab that could at any moment just fucking let loose. But you've been controlling it this whole time, so you hadn't noticed that the gravity was reversed. Because you can just make it go up and down however you want, regardless of gravity. So you hadn't noticed. But now it dangles threateningly above your head.
I'm gonna poke my head down up the shaft and
guys, this
you wanna,
is good.
You wanna come back?
I don't know how. I can't cast anything
I'll vortex warp her back to next to us.
Sure. You vortex warp her back in.
She's upside down for a second, falls in her head.
Clatters,
Well, I was gonna say throw up the potion of flying, but that Wokabar did's way safer.
Throw up. Go throw up.
Well, I see now where the top of the tower is for a transmutation wizard. I was gonna say
if
it's
you let
very
the slab fall.
I actually have a better idea. Can I make the slab go up a level?
Yep.
Can I now step out?
Yep. You're still gonna fall 10 feet or 20 feet.
Oh,
You would still
God,
fall
never mind,
20
never mind.
feet.
Yeah, never
But
mind.
you,
My
hey,
bad, my bad.
but
I
you
forgot.
could do it theoretically just above the
Oh,
doorway.
wait. Yeah.
And
yeah,
then flip over. So you would like,
right.
stumble onto it. But
Yeah, that's what I meant.
theoretically, yes, you could do that. So you would only fall a short distance and, the breath is knocked out of you. But yeah,
Well,
you
it's like
could
I just
end up-
climb. I just climb up it. I just climb over it.
For sure. Yeah, you climb out and onto it. Yeah. I mean, the difference is the size of the doorway, regardless, right?
Right.
No matter how you approach it, you will flip over.
Right. Yeah, so I do that.
Okay, done.
So I guess this is our way into the basement attic.
It's attic, yeah.
guess it's as good as mine, but seems like it may work.
Can we all get on the roof of
Tumble
this
onto
thing?
it. Sure. Yeah, everybody sort of tumbles out onto it.
So
Um,
ungracious.
It's very abrupt. But yeah, no problem. You guys do it.
So if I say up or down, would we be going towards the floor or the ceiling?
Say ground and sky for when we're in this building.
All right, all right. So ground or sky?
Let's go
Let's-
ground.
Ground.
Yeah, because that's the top of the tower, I guess.
So I will go ground
Okay.
and
No
have
problem.
this thing lower us to the.
You can
opening.
have it lower to the opening. No, do you want it to close the opening completely? Because there is also a threshold there. So I need to know.
In a way that we can go, like we can have our, like we go through the opening and then we can step out into whatever room that is.
Right. You don't really know this, but I'll just go ahead and tell you. It is only the central shaft that is reverse gravitied. If you exit out at any time, so let's say you descend into the room below. Let's describe that real quick. Before you
We're
get
gonna
into the
flip
hole.
again.
Yeah, once you get into the hole, you're gonna flip again.
Yeah, I got you.
So let's put you in that room first. So in this room, the walls are engraved with depictions of wizards magically lifting large rocks and stones into the air. On the floor is the hole. Yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so there is another, like, there's a dark hole here now, where there is another 20-foot descend into whatever is down there, which is not illuminated. However, the stone slab will not go down there. There's a ledge keeping it from going that far. So it is still a 20-foot drop. I think it's only 10 foot. It's just a small room. So we'll just say it's a 10-foot drop to the next chamber.
I mean, I can jump down 10 feet, no problem.
So basically,
Some of us might land on our heads.
yeah. So we're gonna fall once we get lower down to that
Yes.
sub level. Yeah.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
I'm running low on low level spell slots, so I think maybe we just take the scuffed knees.
It happens. I don't stop it.
Okay. The thing descends and everybody falls into this chamber. Your blow is cushioned lightly by a large pile of treasure. Around this room is covered in piles of coins. Among the treasure, I think actually once you all stumble into this chamber, Gabar, you'll sort of sit up and brush yourself off, and as your eyes are adjusting, you will notice that laying right next to you in the pile of treasure, like sort of sitting up, you come face to face with a skeleton, like a really dead old skeleton in the treasure.
I'll push it away from me a little bit.
Startled for a second, you push it over and it falls into the pile of treasure. You will all also notice, once your eyes get adjusted to the darkness, I don't know if all of you have dark vision, but if you don't, Sonar will do his little illumination thing.
Does the I think Illikin's robe gives some dark vision? Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
also got the crystal edge.
Sure, you light up the crystal edge. On the wall, you will notice an elegant inscription written in Loros. So there is a bunch of fucking treasure in this room, and a inscription on the wall.
Mar will read the inscription as his coin purse is just getting stuffed full of
So you
gold.
start shoving it in in your coin purse. The inscription says, "8th, stand firm in thy circle of death and consume poison."
think I cleared out that necromancy tower.
That one I like the least. I mean, all of the what are they called again? The little like bits from each tower.
The arcane octad.
The arcane octet. But I mean, they all seem to be pretty literal, right?
After the seventh step, it kind of makes sense to stand in a circle of death, but
What was 7 again?
Circle of death.
trace a circle with the ashes of the dead.
Mhm.
Oh,
That may be the circle that we need to stand in.
and what about consume poison?
Maybe 4, 5, and 6 has us make a secret poison potion.
Or we just take a shot of carrion crawler mucus.
Can't make any presumptions immediately. We don't have all the clues.
I mean, how strong does this poison have to be? I mean, liquor is a kind of poison. Pick your poisons, a saying that it's been thrown around for hundreds of years, if not thousands.
Gilbar, are you mid shoveling treasure into your bag while you're saying this?
It depends. My coin purse is probably pretty small compared to the amount of coins I've ever owned in my
Sure.
life, so it's probably filled by this point.
Okay. Does anybody else loot the treasure while they're talking about this?
Oh, well, I mean, I wouldn't be immediately, but I would be eventually.
Big
Would
Spot's
anyone-
more skeptical. Can I
Okay.
like inspect the coins and like bite it? Like, does it seem legit? We are in
Yeah, they seem
transmutation.
they seem super legit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
quite
but
literally
they're
might get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
So.
oh my god, there's so much fucking gold in here, and it's like Netherese mint or whatever. And there's also, like I said, there's also a skeleton in here.
V, do you want to talk to this bloke? I don't think we have any more candle left.
Have to be V.
Going to be taking his shit. I might as well let him know. I will walk over to him. I'm pretty good on 3rd level spells at the moment, so
Mhm.
I will cast a speak with a dead.
Okay. You cast Speak with Dead. You reach out to its spirit on the other side and draw it towards the corpse. What would you like to ask it?
Is this your treasure, or did you happen to die in here on accident?
You will say, my transmuter Metultras.
Yep. So this is Metultra's treasure, obviously, but this is not she, he. Was that a she or a he?
It's a woman. You've seen her picture before. She looks like
Yeah.
she's got a huge stick all the way up her ass.
This is not her, but this is her treasure, obviously. Seems to be some sort of apprentice.
Ask if he knows what the keys are.
Do you know where the keys are for the machine cylinder thing upper floor?
He will say that One of them is probably on Vito, who runs the machine, and the other one is kept by iTransmuter Metal's room.
Well, they're not in a location, but they're being held by a person named Vito, and Metultra herself has the other.
V, while you are speaking with this skeleton, the 10-minute casting concentration time on your levitate
Slide.
ends.
Mhm.
And when it does, doors above your head begin to slide shut.
Like in the process, like I have to do something right now, or they're
Everyone notices that the doors above your head, these stone slabs, are not just like sliding. I made it seem like it was sliding. It's not. It's transmutation opening, right? So the rock is moving by itself. It's like the rock is growing closed. So there is a slab above your head, and the rock is growing closed. I will note in levitate, it says you have to see the object you are levitating in order to levitate it. If this door closes behind you, you will die.
I immediately cast levitate again, which
Okay.
yeah, which I can do. I'm not concentrating on Speak with Dead. And it will take, so I cast levitate on it, and then it'll take like 20 seconds or whatever for it to reach the top again, if that needs to.
It reaches the top again. Yes. Oh, it will take 20 seconds.
Yeah, but I can see. I don't have to see it to levitate. I have to see it to cast it.
Okay, let's see that spell again.
Is that not true?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I see a problem with this.
Yeah, me too.
You can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on your turn.
Okay, I want to draw your... Yep, that's what I was just about to say. I want to draw your attention to the 60-foot range. Guys, this is not good. And everybody's in here, right?
Yeah. I mean, we can figure it out, though. I got Dimension Door. I can take V out of here.
Okay.
We're not totally fucked.
Totally fucked. Okay.
Shit. Yeah.
Woo! Okay, but I want to sort of lay it out. It has to impress the top pressure plate in order for the door to remain open. So you would have to do a whole bunch of fuckery to make that work. So your friends will be trapped inside for a moment until you refigure out how to do this pressure plate situation.
Yeah.
And it's going to be expensive spell-wise, but I can do it later. I can cast Fly on V, so she can stay within range of the thing.
Okay, we're gonna have to talk about how we're gonna do this because this is about to be real mad fucked up. So let's get into it. And it's gonna get worse for the people inside of this room too. So let's start with the door is closing. What is the first thing? V casts levitate on the thing to make it so that it can lift up. So at least you have that, right? The door is slowly closing. I'm gonna say it's gonna take around 6 seconds, right, for this thing to just close. So it's not instantaneous. So V took her action. What's next?
All right, we'll get you guys out of here. We're not abandoning you. I'll put a blink back spot on the ground here.
Okay.
Dimension Door V up to the doorway where we entered from.
To where you... yes.
Second level.
Mm-hmm. Done. Is there any other actions anyone else wants to take? Because that's your action, right? Dimension Door? Okay, is there any other actions anyone else wants to take in the meantime?
Yeah, I don't like the idea of being locked in here, regardless of what they're doing. I'm going to just try and cast a Dispel Magic where the transmutation doors are closing and see if like a Dispel Magic will cut the transmutation magic off.
It is going to be really difficult. And it's going to be a you got to hold on to that shit kind of thing. Because it like if it's like a gate or something, it like just lets it go for like an hour or something. What is the deal with that?
Dispel Magic.
Yeah, does it say specifically in the spell, or is that like a Tomb of Annihilation specific thing?
I think you're thinking of a tomb thing.
Maybe because on permanent spell effects.
If you do it on like if you do it on
I think that was a
object.
homebrew thing we did in tomb.
No, because it said it in the book.
Oh.
Choose a creature, object, or magical effect in range. Anything lower than 3rd level ends. I have to make a check otherwise.
Okay, so it's just going to diminish the effects of it for a time if it works. It is going to be really fucking hard to do, though.
Well,
I could also cast a spell magic if you want a little levity on your spell slots here.
I mean,
it's
I think regardless, Gabar probably would have not liked the idea of being trapped in here, so I'd say I probably would have tried it anyways.
Okay, so go ahead and cast it and make that check, please.
This is a intelligence.
An intelligence check, yeah.
The spell mod is
Probably not great.
Yeah, that doesn't do it.
Spell fails. Great.
Yeah,
love it.
You bounce your dispel magic off the walls, and they continue to close above you. Is there any other actions anyone wants to take in the meantime?
Big Smile runs up and tries to like physically like stop it. Is there like any chance he's
Hell
stopping
fucking no.
Rock from growing?
No, this shit is like pushing against you like you are being crushed. So you drop down before the last moment. Is there anything else anyone wants to do before the last moment? I mean, we got V out and Quintus out, so they're gonna have to figure it out from there.
Yeah, I feel like all Illican would have done is try the same thing as Big Smile and then been like, oh,
I
this
think
is not
Sapphire
working.
would have as well.
Okay, so you guys see that it failed for him, and you don't have to waste your own spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a
Don't fuck us.
Yeah, the door closes, right? And you will immediately, all of you inside of this chamber will immediately notice a stillness in the air. This is a airtight chamber. Completely made of stone. Because it's not just like a doorway with cracks in it. No. It is sealed stone surrounding you. And when that happens, all of you in this chamber will notice a sort of shifting in the treasure. As you guys will see a cup, a golden chalice, sort of pop out and do a couple jumps on the pile of treasure. And then what else is in here? A bunch of stuff. A glass candelabra sort of rustles out from the treasure and does a couple of hops. Actually, it floats up into the air. There is a platinum statuette of a dragon that curls and snakes out of the treasure. As they sort of jump forward, what would you guys like to do in that moment? You all see this treasure sort of emerge, this moving treasure.
So they're just floating. I mean, does Illican see anything ethereal?
Oh, you can see into the ethereal plane. I forgot about that. Yeah, you do see shit on the ethereal plane. So there's a bunch of treasure on the material plane. There's also a shitload of treasure on the ethereal plane. And not just that, there is also a cabinet only on the ethereal plane, sort of set into the stone wall. I forgot that you could see into the ethereal plane. But when this treasure emerges, it sort of jumps toward, because I need to establish this real quick. It sort of jumps towards maybe like Sapphira. Like this golden chalice sort of jumps up to Sapphira. What do you do, Sapphira? It's like a golden chalice sort of hops on the treasure right next to you.
I'm just kind of observing it. I don't really know what exactly something like this wants from me.
Sure. It'll levitate up to your like head level. There's just this golden chalice inset with rubies. Or emeralds, I mean.
I just kind of like keep hold of the crystal edge. Just kind of like if this thing's ready to attack me or something like that, I'm ready to just like slam this chalice out of the sky.
Well, that's good that you were ready because it smacks you in the fucking face.
Ow!
Alrighty, so we're gonna roll initiative for you guys.
Oh, great.
So everybody can spread themselves out around this room. This chamber is the exact same size. And I'm gonna put the treasure out. It's gonna register as flying sword, but it's
I'm not in this room.
treasure. Okay, so you guys can like spread yourselves out around that room and roll initiative. And Quintus, just between the two of you, one of you roll initiative. Don't worry about both of you.
What is it? +4?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
Dang, 26 in initiative. Whew.
I forgot Sonar.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
gonna say
what
I can't have
happened?
token.
At least you won't suffocate.
I like disappeared from initiative.
That happens. Just roll again.
Oh,
Okay,
your
yeah,
token
also-
got deleted, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm also like on the wrong layer. Looks like.
What?
You're in the ethereal.
Yeah, like the
He's in
map.
the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw you back on the map. Did that do anything?
Yes. All right, I'll re-roll and then use my original 26. There we go.
Okay. So let's do. Oh, speaking of the devil, I made a fucking sick ass playlist for the descent. The descent. It's just the descent. I have made a fucking sick ass playlist. You guys are gonna fucking love
Dude,
it.
I hope it's just that Raphael operatic song. Just on
absolutely not.
repeat the
It's
whole
like
time.
it's like you're playing Doom.
Oh,
That's way
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah, I was
more
gonna
metal.
say,
Oh, wait.
the amount of distortion in the tracks is going to increase greatly.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
yes.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Some
you guys
black
are gonna
metal
love.
in
I
there.
have a whole theme. Like I themed out Rime for the music wise to be like cello and piano. Those are my key instruments. So you'll notice in every neutral song, or in every neutral song, it's either cello or piano or both. Like right now, the song I'm listening to right now is cello. Right, that's what I decided is the theme of Rime. For Descent, I got like heavy metal fucking guitars. Yeah, and that's for like battle music. And then I got like, it's gonna be like a Western. You guys are gonna fucking love it. It's fucking awesome. All right, so
I was
anyways.
like the resident metalhead of the group. I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, it's fucking sick. I did a great job. And I have just got started doing it. All right, so let me put on battle music.
I want to see Chris as a metalhead bard now, though.
Chris as a bard would be good. I would like to
Dang.
see that. All right, so Big Smile, you're up first. What would you like to do? There's a bunch of flying cups and fucking chalices and
This
shit.
is mayhem. I'm gonna pivot around the long way and stupidly try and punch the pointy thing.
Yeah, all of these are flying swords, but just imagine it's like golden chalices or some shit. Okay.
Yeah, I'll try and clank it out of
Yep.
the air.
Go ahead.
16.
That misses. I mean, you hit it, but it just blang.
Yeah.
26 definitely hits though.
26. 6 bludgeoning. These things don't seem very stunnable, so I'll burn a key point and do a flurry of blows for 2 more.
Hit.
19.
Okay.
21 magical bludgeoning total.
You punch into this. So the cup is actually slamming Sapphire in the face. There's a candelabra by Gabar, and the one between the two, Illican and Big Smile, is like a platinum dragon statuette. So it's like maybe this big. So it's like flapping its metal wings and stuff in the air, and you just punch into it a couple of times, and you're banging this thing up, like you're denting this dragon thing. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Just try and hit it, Illigan. It seems to be working.
It's your turn, Illigan. What would you like to do?
Where is that? What did you say? Like an ethereal cabinet?
Yeah, it is like in the back corner, like opposite V, like over here.
Okay. Everyone, I see something in the corner of the room. That ethereal stuff you were talking about before. I'll try to get to it, but first he'll take care of the matter right in front of him. He'll do a primal savagery on it.
You
12 to hit.
miss it. I mean, you hit it, but it just does no damage,
Too
right?
distracted by the.
Actually, it might dodge it. It might dodge it because it's like
Dodging
flying
it.
around. So yeah, it dodges it.
Advantage. Flanking.
Oh yeah, you're flanking. You have advantage.
All right, let me roll again. Oh, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else you would like to do?
He'll stay put for the moment for the flanking.
Okay. We're gonna cut back to Quintus and V. Your friends are suffocating and fighting in the pit below you. That is now sealed off. What is your plan?
Seeing that V has overextended herself, keeping that spell far beyond the range it should have been able to, I will cast Fly on her so she doesn't have to do that anymore and can stay in range of it.
Okay. So how do you want to do this?
That's appreciative. I will walk to the edge of the chamber,
Mm-hmm.
and with the 6 seconds that I have, I will raise it up 20 feet.
Okay. You do that. Next in the order, Belen.
It's supposed to be an inspiration. Sorry.
It's on purpose.
You said
Okay.
me?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Eric.
Just gonna magic missile.
Okay. Which one is she gonna hit?
Gonna aim 3 at the one down here.
Which one was it? I'm so sorry.
Kind of the middle one.
Okay, got it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, she blasts it. That's the golden chalice that just smacks Sapphira in the face. It gets blasted away from her face as this golden chalice. A ruby falls out of it. Or fuck, I keep saying ruby. It's an emerald. An emerald falls out of it. Is there anything else Belen would do? Okay, I'm gonna take that as a nope. Next in the order is the animated objects. It says sword. It is not a sword. Oh no, this one says battle axe, but it is not a battle axe. So it's going to attack. Who was last to hit it? So this one is gonna hit Big Smile. A 12 to hit.
No.
All right, this one is gonna hit Sapphira. 18 to hit.
No.
And this one's gonna hit Gabar. 19 to hit.
That will indeed hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
5 slashing damage. Or bludgeoning, I guess.
Smacked in the face.
Yep,
My own
this
treasure.
crystal candelabra just fucking smashes you in the top of the head. Next in the order is Sapphira.
All right. This chalice right here decides to smack me. I'm gonna smack it. Just 2 attacks with the crystal edge.
Okay.
That's
Hit.
25.
You kill it.
Okay, cool.
You
I just
crash into it. All the emeralds pop out. This thing's dented and fucked up, and it falls, clatters to the ground. Come on with the first
Awesome.
attack.
Then can I go over here next to Gavar and just attack the candelabra?
Yep.
Okay. Second attack, 17.
That hits.
Okay, 6 damage.
It's a glancing blow.
Oh, okay. 3 damage. That's
Yeah.
my turn.
All right. Gabar, you're up.
Yeah, I'm gonna blast this thing with the magic missile.
Mhm.
So that's 1. I'm doing the candelabra in front of me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope that.
Not quite.
No, all right.
No, it's barely still up. Although you smash, if it had 14 of the candles, it has 1 left.
All right. Fuck you, you fucking candle. Shit, and that's my turn.
Okay. Sonar's up.
And then Sonar will say something. I don't know what he says when he casts Bless because I can't call, but he will cast Bless as he sticks his shaft into the treasure as he tries to slam it on the ground. And obviously me, but we also do Big Smile and Illiken looks like he's onto something, so we're gonna do Illiken as well.
Okay, so all 3 of you are blessed, and Sonar is. Okay. Next in the order is Big Smile. Oh, he's gonna move to his air dare as well. Yeah, Big Smile, you're up.
Yep, I'm gonna try and rip this thing's wings off.
You
19?
do. You rip them off. It collapses into a pile of dragon statue.
Hold on, Spyro, I'm coming. Let's go second attack. 20 a lot. And one
it's
more
dead.
time. Oh, never mind.
You
I'll rip this
smashed
thing
the
in
last
half
candle.
too, whatever that
you
is.
smashed the last candle of the candelabra. It fades. We are out of initiative.
Goodbye, Lumiere.
Can you said you saw something?
Yes, over here, I'm not exactly sure what to do about it, but there is a ghostly, it looks like a cabinet in this corner over here. Can he make out anything that seems weird or distinctive about it?
It is just a cabinet set into the wall. I want to quick cut back to Quintus and V. V, you just want to mind control, move this thing up to the next level. You move it up. It depresses the trigger, and all of you will notice not long after the combat, couple seconds after the combat, the wall, the ceiling will open back up. You will feel a rush of cold air.
Oh,
Cold actually feels good.
Everybody alive down there?
yes.
Never doubted you for a second.
All right. Well, we got 10 minutes, so make it quick.
You can do what you gotta do. Clock's ticking though.
Somebody grab
I
that
don't know.
skull.
I'll grab the skull.
Yep, you grab the skull.
All right.
So, Illican, you approach this cabinet, and you have this weird feeling like you have double vision, right? On one hand, it's just a flat stone wall. On the other hand, there is this ghostly apparition of a cabinet. You extend a hand outward to touch one of the one of the handles to open the cabinet. Nothing. You can see into the ethereal, you cannot access it.
It is as I feared. I can't interact with this object. I can merely see it, but it must have some significance.
Who has the oil that we found? Quintus,
Quintus,
throw us
yeah.
the oil.
Nope.
It'll go the wrong way.
You got a mage hand?
Yeah,
Meet me in the middle.
I'll send a mage hand up.
Sure.
I'll send
Down.
one down.
All right, I
Down,
will
down is
note
up.
on the oil of ethereal, it takes 10 minutes to apply it.
Oh. Gabar, do it faster.
Damn. Apply
Not
it to your
possible.
whole body, or can he just do his hand?
Ooh,
4 minutes.
I will allow an entire use of the bottle to just coat a hand.
It's worth it.
But he can't.
Do
But he
it.
can't see it, so Illican would have to do it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring the bottle down and then just give it to Illican. He just coats his hand real good.
Yeah, you can pour the whole bottle on your hand, and it used less time. Sure, I'll allow it for the holy resource
That sounds
to
totally
just
fair.
interact with the thing. Yeah, sure, that's fine. All right, so you want to do that then? That's the plan.
Yeah. Illican will take the oil.
Yeah, you pour it all over yourself.
You know.
Right, and it's the consistency of like baby oil. Only
Putting
it's
on
like
hand lotion.
yeah, so it's like a little slippery. But once applied to your arm, you immediately notice it's like a green screen effect, right? Where you start to put it on your arm and you're turning invisible with it, right? But everyone else sees you go invisible on your arm. You just see your arm turning into a ghost, right? This sort of fucking ghastly thing. So you can see in both worlds too. So it's like invisible, but also like ghastly and ghostly. But it's kind of more clear because it's invisible now. So it's not like a double vision. So yeah, you cover your hand in this oil or your arm, and you can reach out towards this cabinet. You open it up. Inside, there are 2 items. On a hook in the back of this cabinet is a short cape, sort of. It's more like a mantle. So it's like a half cape with a sort of chest piece that comes down and around it, and a bit of a cowl that comes up almost like a hood, but like a collar. It's like black and well, right now it looks ghostly. And then leaned up is a staff with a crystal at the head of it and like a dragon-like claw holding onto the crystal at the top of the staff.
Okay, so these are ethereal as well.
They are.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, he'll say, well, I found what looks to be some kind of armor and a staff. He is hesitant to reach out and touch one of them. He'll start with the staff, I guess. He'll just reach out and touch it.
Yeah, you touch it, no problem.
No problem. He's
On
gonna
the arm of the
try.
hand.
He's gonna try picking it up and taking it out.
As soon as it is removed from the cabinet, it drops out of your hand as it goes material.
Okay.
So all of you see a staff appear and drop onto the ground.
Yeah, he'll do the same with the chest armor and cowl thing.
You grab that as well, and it drops out of your ethereal hand.
Any day now, we're running out of time.
Can I throw a rope up through the roof?
Sure.
And does it like reverse gravity up to
If
where
you
they
throw
are
it
on the side?
to pass the threshold, then yes, it will start coiling down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like it's loose like where you're at, but as soon as it hits that threshold, it's falling now.
Yeah, and it'll go up towards
Yes,
where
straight up.
V and Quintus are.
Yep.
and I'll play Illican because he's busy right now and anchor this around me.
Okay.
I hate watching
Get-
him struggle like this. Can you just move the platform down?
Yeah, I was I'm gonna lower the platform to the first level.
Okay.
Not immediately flush to the first level, but give them space to come out
to
so
fall
that they
into
can,
it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But it's still 10 foot. Right, from the floor of where they're at is 10 foot.
Yeah,
and then
however
there's like
they
a
get out of
3
there,
foot, 2 foot little gap or whatever where they could flip into it.
Yeah, they got about 5 minutes to get out of there before.
I'll recoil the rope, stuff it away, and I'll
Sure.
kind of just like brace my hands on my leg to give people a boost and launch them up.
Yep.
So
So
we'll take the staff and the armor each into one arm.
Here's the thing: your one arm is ethereal for an hour.
And it's material now. Okay.
Yeah.
A little help here.
I hope that wasn't your casting hand.
Is casting in quotes there, Nate?
Right.
So
You can't even like wipe it off with your other arm either.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's true too.
Does prestidigitation work on?
Yeah,
does it work on magic shit?
I imagine it would be your left arm because you would apply it with your right. If you're right-handed, you would apply like lotion or something to your.
You went to
in my mind, that's what I would do.
You went to wipe sweat from his brow, and now
Now there's like a spot on his forehead that's missing. Yeah, that's great. Okay, cool. Actually, because it's so messy, it got on your clothes, on your shoes. There's treasure that's in the ethereal plane now. It's like fucking mess, and there's little green screen holes in Illican. Okay, very funny, very cool. We all escape except for Big Smile. What would you like to do?
I mean, with a running jump and a step of the
You want to like grab onto the edge, and then you don't need the key point. I think you can run, jump, grab the edge of it, and then pull yourself through. And as soon as your head does, your whole body comes tumbling out. Okay, you guys got like 2 minutes. You're all on this platform upside down.
Send her up, Sky.
I will raise the platform so that they're on my level. The second, the first.
So it's very Spider-Man, Mary Jane kiss, right? Where you guys are standing upright and everyone else is upside down, looking through the doorway.
Let's go.
No, I'm jumping off this thing as soon as we're like level. Like I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Gabar, you tumble off. You can all tumble off if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You can all get off of it.
Well, I do think we should at least get the keys so Avarice can't get them if she shows up here.
Good plan.
I mean, is this thing really that powerful? I mean, we get the keys, we put in whatever material we want. We think about another material that can change it.
Yeah, so maybe like we put in a hunk of stone and get diamonds for spell components.
Right.
Possible.
Silver forever against any. I think diamond's probably better actually.
If we got Avarice right on our ass, I mean, is this worth? Like out of all of the things, this one seems maybe not the most important. This one doesn't seem like a deal breaker to me, at least for our purposes.
Did we find out what this thing does?
Sort of.
Was that something that y'all asked, that thing?
The burning candle. It gave us like the step-by-step of how to use it.
Yeah.
How to use it, yeah.
So
Go ahead. No, please.
I was just gonna say we load the materials into it. We put on that helmet and think of an object of that material. We flip both keys and flip the lever, and then I guess it gives us like what we're thinking of.
Currently, it's loaded with cloth.
So I guess it can only make what's already in it. So it can make anything that like you can make cloth out of.
Well, I mean, you can
Go off
open
in
it
the
and load it
cold.
if you had keys.
Yeah.
Who's got my skull? I still have a question, I think.
I have the
It
skull. so I'll
basically
hand it over.
works. It basically works like a fabricate spell, sort of.
Yeah, I'll hand the scan. I have the skull over to V.
Yep. You hand the skull over to V. V, you sense a very fucking pissed off spirit that's been hanging out for way too long.
As he's about to go
left him
back.
hanging.
This machine, what exactly does it do?
He will explain that it works basically like a fabricate spell, but it'll be very pompous about it. Like, don't you fucking know? Aren't you? You know, like, duh, it's a fabricate spell.
And where can we find Metaldra? What's the last place you saw her?
He will say she's probably in her study.
And last one,
but he will also add that he doesn't really give a fuck where she is. Fuck her.
Oh, okay. She left him in there. And what floor is that on?
That's your last question?
Yeah.
She's at the top, probably. I mean, her study is at the top.
Right.
The skull is finally at peace. He like gives you the middle finger as he.
I was literally thinking about this, but then I thought about it, like what would happen. But V wouldn't have thought about it. She would have just tossed him out the thing.
Yeah, you toss him out the thing and then he falls upwards.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my bad.
But
Yeah.
I mean, not too much longer after that, the gravity is actually reversed, but you don't notice the change. So actually, it'll fall up, and then moments later, a bunch of crumbled skull remains will dust their way back down onto the platform. An indicator that the 10 minutes has passed.
Once the levitate is done on this platform, does it float down or up?
No, hell no, it fucking falls. Yeah, because the levitate ends too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So then, yeah, it will fall like really hard down to the ground.
So it's unaffected by the reverse gravity.
No, it is affected by the reverse gravity. When it flips back over, it comes tumbling down to the ground. Not tumbling, falling hard to the ground. Right? If the reverse, if you turned, let's just say, in theory, you went up to the, if you were just flying, and you went up and pressed the pressure plate with your hands, right? The stone thing on the floor will come flying upwards and crush you.
Oh,
right?
really?
And if you have it upwards and you're standing on it and the effect ends, it'll come plummeting down. So if you're below it and it's depressed in the air, it'll come and crush you that way.
So once it ends the click thing,
Yeah,
then it
basically,
goes back to normal.
then it goes back to normal. Yeah.
Right.
But you never noticed that because you had your fucking.
Yeah.
It was always in
but
the
once
right
it
position.
ended, yeah. Once the 10 minutes ended, it fell down.
It fell down. Yeah.
Yeah.
This time it did. So you finally noticed that about it. You can see why I was starting to get really fucking confused about
Right.
all the things that was going on in this room.
Well, I think we solved maybe one issue.
I mean,
we technically got what we needed out of here.
I was gonna say I don't know how much it's worth our time really to go search around for the keys. Like, what are we even gonna make? What materials are we gonna put in there?
Material components for spells. Any spell components we could ever dream of could be accessible to us with this. And need I remind us all that that includes diamonds for some very specific revivify spells.
And we got 5 feet of stone in the shape of an elf.
Yeah. Well, there's also a whole room full of material components.
No, that too.
Oh, true.
Go
I mean,
loot
we
that
just-
first, I suppose. But I think that there is this could be as invaluable as anything else we find in this place.
All
I
right.
mean, this is basically what we found in the Lost Spire.
Kinda, yeah.
Essentially, yeah. It's a little more limited.
The Lost Spire was easier. You just thought of it and made it. That one seemed the most powerful out of all of them.
Well, according to Lynn, that one would have killed us had we kept using it. So that's not very viable right now.
Well, I mean, assuming they're all working, and this is 1,000 years ago, but
Yeah, I mean, you look at this thing, it does look pretty, like, slightly damaged.
do we want to climb our way up to the top then to Mildred's loft and see if we can poach at least one of the keys?
Well, it's no good without either. Both. So
Yeah,
So what are we needing from? What are you trying to make? Don't we
I
have
think you're a
diamonds?
diamond at the least. We have dust. I think Jay ruled we could use that for Revivify as well, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
how much dust do we have? How many times can we revivify? If any of us
900.
die?
So
Three-
we have
three
900.
uses.
It's 300 for Revivify, 100 for Greater Restoration. We still need to Greater Restoration 2 people.
So then we can essentially do 300 greater restoration and then 600 for 2 revivifies if we need to.
And then have 1 Greater Restoration left over.
But what
We're back.
would
Whatever
we
the
make
party size I
real
agree
di-
with, I'll be right back.
What would we make more diamonds out of?
Whatever random bullshit they got lying around here.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Well, I don't think it goes from one thing to
I
another.
thought-
We can
yeah, I
just
thought
make a
it'd be the
like
same
we can make a
material.
big diamond from diamond dust.
No, I think Quintus has a point. If you put a rock in there, it would probably
Make a
turn it into
diamond.
a diamond. Yeah, this is a little more.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like old school, like
Normal.
alchemy, right? We're like turning
Yeah,
copper into
yeah.
gold.
Yeah.
Yes, this is a little bit different than a fabricate spell.
okay.
More like
then
a creation spell, right?
Oh, sort of. The creation is illusion, isn't it?
Doesn't the
Yeah.
I mean, does the transmutation wizard has like a feat like this too?
Oh yeah,
Where you
where
turn
they
like
can turn like wood,
wood
into
to stone
iron.
or something like that. Yeah.
that seems way more valuable then. Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought I could only make like a big thing out of whatever materials was put in. All right. I mean, having more diamonds, I guess, won't hurt.
So it depends on how feasible it is for us to explore this tower. I mean, V, you're sweating from all the levitating.
I mean, Milliken could climb up and search
Do
around.
it one more time.
V, she said the thing said the second key was with Vito. Do we have any idea who that is or where that is?
I have no clue. Perhaps another assistant. Was there no key on the corpse in the other room?
I mean, there's a
Oh.
key. I mean, there's a corpse in the room with you.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So I meant, yeah.
Go
Oh, we
look at
didn't
that guy.
talk to that one, that corpse.
No,
spider.
yeah, you talk to him. Do you want to check out his
Just
body?
didn't search him, yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
see-
There is a key
Fuck.
found on his corpse.
Is Vito embroidered in his robe?
Yeah, you see it on his underpants.
Yeah. Oh fuck!
What-
There's one.
Yeah. And he said what floor was she on again?
The top one.
Yeah.
And so there's 2 more floors before that one.
We just
There's
have to
3
get to
floors
the
above you.
top.
I mean, Quintus, could you just or Illican, can you just go spider mode and climb up and see what you can find?
I could.
If
But-
we want to rope up, I can just ask Sinar to levitate to the top too.
He can only float 20 feet total.
So he can't float all the way up.
It's not like a levitate, and it's not like a fly speed. 20 feet is the cap. If he went over a canyon, he would drop.
I
That
can
makes
cast
sense.
levitate one more time. We would have to find the key in 10 minutes.
I can do that.
Well, if we're at the top, I could feather fall us down.
Oh, okay. Well, we still have to get to the second level. That featherfall would take us to the bottom.
Might be able to kick off the wall.
Oh, all right. Yes.
Yeah,
grab
getting
onto the ledge
down
quick enough.
not so bad.
Do we want to try and find this key quickly?
Yeah, I mean, what are the 7 of us scouring one room to find a key? We could probably do that in 10 minutes, right?
All the better if everyone can come.
Sure.
Okay. So what's the plan?
All right. I will go off to the edge one more time.
Mhm.
Just to be sure, I'm going to take a little copper piece and throw it out.
It clings on the ground below, downward.
Okay. I will cast levitate on the stone.
Yep. Done.
Lift it up to our level
You do that.
and walk out on it.
You walk out on it.
Well, we don't have much time.
We'll follow. Let's do it quick.
And the gravity's normal because the pressure plate is not activated.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys step out onto it like an elevator. You are lifted. You want to go to the straight to the top floor?
Straight to the top.
Yeah.
All right, you go straight to the top floor. There is a very elegant metallic door in front of you, like a metal door. It's easily opened. It is unlocked. And you all can step in.
Nice.
Inside is the remnants of what was once a wizard's sanctum that bears the scars of time. Shattered crystal phials and crumpled scrolls lie scattered across the once immaculate desk. There are bookshelves, now partially collapsed, cradle the ruined remnants of ancient tomes. Tattered remains of mystical diagrams and charts cling to the walls. In the center of the chamber is a toppled adamantine statue. So it's like wizard study with everything's like all the books and stuff are pretty fucked up. And there's like shit all, when this place collapsed, it just like everything fucking got all ruined. There is a desk. Basically, the two things in here is a desk and a adamantine statue. That's like fallen over. It's collapsed over.
Start ripping the drawers out of this desk and see if I can hear.
Awesome. Make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
You fail.
Is Bless still on?
Probably not. That's
Only
10
a
minutes.
Minute? No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So
I was going to
17.
ask that too.
Okay, so big smile. You quickly rush over to the desk, and something really bad happens to you. What happens to everyone else? What does everyone else do?
Don't lose me another eye.
Can I actually go? Oh wait, is he under my aura?
Corpses.
Um,
Probably may have ran out of it.
yeah, maybe ran out of it. He seemed pretty eager to get to where he was going.
Ah, shoot.
We were on the clock. What's my fault?
Does Illiken see anything the others don't?
Not on this floor, no.
Okay.
Would anyone to go to look at the statue?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I kick it over and see if it's
So you
Metaltra
can't kick it
or-
over because it is like pure adamantine, right?
Oh.
This thing is extraordinarily heavy, right? As you look over at it, you will see that it is a elderly woman statue that is incredibly lifelike. She has her hand extended out into the air. She holds a book in her hand that is also adamantine. You can see that there's like a bandolier with potion vials strapped to it that are also all turned to adamantine. And upon her hip, sort of pressed against her leg, is an adamantine key attached to the statue. This is definitely a statue of High Transmuter Metultra.
But it's not a statue. She's
It
adamant.
seems she is adamantine, pure. You can't even, you kick it and you like bang, ding your foot. And all of you will hear this whooshing sound as papers and shit are flown through the air. And Big Smile is lifted off of the ground as like magical girl transformation fucking spiral around him. He disappears for a moment. Oh, no, he disappears. You don't see him.
No. Silicon.
Oh, not again.
Oh.
Illican doesn't see him either, or
Illican, you're if you're standing nearby him, you will hear and shuffling, hopping out of paper is a toad, like a sizable toad. Big Smile, you have been transformed into a toad.
wow.
Ribbit.
Wants to
Everyone,
kiss
don't touch the desk. See if I can do anything about this.
Oh, fuck.
What exactly does the spell description for polymorph say?
Here's the thing. Here's the weird thing. If this was polymorph, Big Smile would be able to like be a frog. Big Smile does not have control of this frog.
Oh no.
This is a frog. This is a toad. This is not a big smile. This is not a big smile toad. This is just a toad.
So the way I think Illican would infer that is that the toad is like chilling, like it does not seem distressed.
Not at all.
Just
Yeah, not at
hopping
all.
around.
Yes, this is a true polymorph.
Oh.
Greater restoration.
Yep, good thing we're looking for diamonds.
God damn it.
There's
Dude,
I mean, it's just a spell, right? Can we dispel it?
could try. Yeah.
No, we describe.
Would
the
I
toad.
be? Would we
I
be
mean,
able
we
to
can't
sense
greater
those
restoration
magic?
right now.
Grab the toad. We will cross that bridge.
It pees on you.
Well, if I can dispel it, I can certainly try.
Yeah, you want to try? You want to try to cast dispel magic?
I'll give
You
Sapphire
said-
an inspiration for it as well.
Sure.
Like that. Sure. I would
All right. So
love
it's
to
what's a
dispel it.
charisma check?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll use that. Actually, I'll roll it. and then
Roll it
I'll-
first. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a high DC. 17 wasn't bad.
Not even
I'll
close.
use.
She's
I'll
an
use
arch
it.
wizard, dude.
Uh,
Well, you know,
I got. Yeah, I
good.
got
Is that
it. Go
D8?
ahead.
There we go.
Hey.
Oh, I meant like a D8.
Well, do you have inspiration?
Oh,
Does any-
D8. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Does anybody have an inspiration? Because we
I
can just
do.
say it.
If I can use it as
Yes,
a frog,
absolutely.
I'll give you mine.
There you go.
There you go.
So we're in the
okay.
clear. We're in the clear now.
Hey.
So you do dispel it because I was about to say there's no fucking way, but all right, yeah. So you do dispel it actually.
Wow.
So there was a brief. So who picked up the frog again?
Illican, I guess.
Okay, Illican, you picked up this frog, and it peed on you, and then you Sapphira, what does your dispel magic look like?
She will kind of like hold her hands to this frog, as you see like some of the just kind of like fragments of earth and like earth and dirt kind of circle around it, and then it begins to glow a little bit, almost like the elements, like the minerals, are kind of like kind of putting their magic inside of this frog, I guess. And they are it kind of like helps also suck out the transmutation magic like a sponge, and that it kind of like helps like remove some of that magic and brings it back to life, I guess, or brings it back to Big Smile.
So when it breaks, there is a pop, and both Big Smile and Illican collapse on top of each other. Big smile. Big smile. You are back. You just have flies on the brain for some reason. You're like, flies? What the fuck? But you have no memory of what just happened.
Do we find the key?
Big smile. You gotta stop touching things just willy-nilly like that.
All right, we can reprimand him later.
Yeah, there's a chiseling sound from the statue.
So
as
you cannot.
Gabar's-
It is the hardest material known to man. It is indestructible.
Unless there's a
Well-
way to transmute adamantine to not. This is a no-go.
Make a Arcana check. Those of you proficient in Arcana, please. So, Gabar, you will note in the corners of your brain that a true polymorph is basically the highest level spell that we as mortals can cast at this moment in time. If the transformation lasts for more than an hour, it is permanent and cannot be undone with like a dispel magic or anything like that. The only real way that you know of how to get rid of this is a wish spell.
Wait, so what happens if Spirit doesn't roll an at 20 on that dispel magic?
Well,
we
if
keep
it
trying
was,
until we run out of spell slots. And
if you were a frog for an hour, you would be a frog forever.
Hope you had a backup character in mind.
Yeah, but my most challenging role play yet, being an IRL toad for the next
He'll just
month
be
and
a
half.
grong. He grows up.
Yeah.
Good news and bad news. Good news is that there's no way that Everest could possibly use the crystal downstairs, because bad news is that no one's getting this key off.
Well, isn't there thieves' tools in the keyhole? Would somebody might
stone.
have been trying to?
Someone tried and failed, and now they're made
Yeah.
of stone.
Right, they failed.
You think you're that good, V?
Oh, psh.
Take an inspiration. That was amazing.
I don't know if the juice is worth the squeeze here.
I will say there was 2 spell scrolls in the drawer that you opened up, Big Smile, and it remained open. So once the glyph of warding went off, the contents of the drawer are still back.
Go ahead, Gabar. There's 2 scrolls over there. Go ahead, touch them.
These happens.
Fuck you. All right.
Hey, Chad.
All right, do you want to grab the scrolls?
Yes, I want to grab them, and if yeah.
You grab both of these scrolls. You can unroll one of them. Oops. I
It's
gotta
a
make
wish
sure.
spell.
Yeah, right.
Let's use it on the key.
Is that transmutation?
I
wonder-
Conjuration.
You think so? It might be. That seems right.
Divination.
Conjuration. It's like manifesting stuff. So I'll say you can probably recognize the first spell as fabricate. It's just a fabricate spell scroll. The other one is higher level than you are able to cast. You do not recognize the spell. However, I will say there are many symbols on it that represent transmutation, stuff like that. There's also like dragons. Like it just says dragon on it and draconic and stuff like that. I think it's like a
level.
it's higher level than you can cast. So yeah, basically it's like it says like white dragon, blue dragon, red dragon, black dragon, and it's all transmutation-y.
Well, can't use it, but certainly worth studying later. So let's pocket these, and I think we got
What
what we
did the
came
other
for.
scroll do?
Fabricate?
Well, yes. What exactly can that do?
Well, Gabar would be able to tell you in a moment if he was familiar with the fabricate spell.
Sure, familiar enough, I'd say. It's within your wheelhouse at this moment in time.
I don't know that off the top of my head, so
It's basically like the crystal chamber, but a little less and a little more in other aspects.
Yeah, you can't change the material, but like you can turn a bunch of trees into a wooden bridge.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of a grander scale, I'd say.
Or,
Could
you know, perhaps a piece of a statue into a key.
That's maybe. Could you fabricate a key out of? Or maybe just take the one off of the adamantine.
Hold up, you guys are so close. Quintus investigation, Gabar investigation. V said something similar. V to investigation.
Whew.
Gabar, you
Oh,
get it.
nice.
You get it instantly.
Nice.
You can fabricate a duplicate key.
Mhm.
You know what the key looks like. You can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just like take like all those gold coins that I stuffed into my coin purse. I'll just pull out like a chunk, sigh, and then I'll use that spell scroll to look at that key on her, like on her hip or the bandolier or whatever it was on, and just turn this chunk of gold into like a replicate key.
Magic swirls around you, and with an
All right,
orange.
let's get downstairs before we do that. Just check the casting time.
You're right. You're right.
Well, I just want to do that here because I want to look at the key.
Well,
so I know
you're
what I'm
gonna
fabricating.
lose. You're gonna lose your.
It takes 10 minutes to cast the
10
spell.
minutes to cast
Oh,
it.
all right. I'm gonna look at this key. I'm gonna study it. I'll draw a quick.
You can
script.
remember it.
Yeah, and then
Well enough.
we'll go do it there.
Actually, I'll say with your super high investigation check, it's exactly the same as the other key that you have.
God damn it! All right.
This sons of bitches.
Two of the same key.
It's two of the same key.
All right.
So yeah, you guys can make your way back down. The casting time will end, and then you can cast Fabricate to make a key that looks exactly. So now you have two identical keys. One's like a regular faded sort of silvery key. The other one's like pure gold.
Well, now I don't have to use my thieves tools. You know.
Good wizard.
How convenient, V.
Yeah, while he was casting Fabricate, I just would have been ransacking that first room for bullshit material components that we can use.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sure. You can find rocks or whatever you want. So you guys are on the second floor, right? That's where you wanted to end up before the stone slab falls down?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because that's the only way to get out of here, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, putting some more stuff together, you could probably just pass wall your way into here, right? Like, if you were a transmutation wizard, you could just walk through the fucking wall. Okay. So, you guys are in front of this little crystal chamber, cylinder chamber. What would you like?
So this crystal does the creation spell? Was that?
Like a mix
Why
between
don't you
Fabricate
make an
creation.
Arcana check for me, and I'll tell you what it does.
Not as cool as the last one.
Okay, so you do get some information. So this device can basically turn materials into objects. So it can turn a bolt of cloth into an elegant dress. it can turn a rock into like a diamond something, right? Like it can take one material that's vaguely similar and turn it into the thing that you want. But it's only objects. So you could take it and make a diamond, right? But it would be like a diamond thing, right? So it'd have to be like a diamond that looks like Big Smile, right? Like it would have to be a thing and not just a diamond, because that's a material into a material, and it turns a material into an object. There's more that you get from this. It only can be activated and opened when the 2 keys are inserted. The third thing that you notice is the magic on the device may be faulty because of the damage that it has sustained. So it's literally and metaphorically a roll of the dice.
Well, it is indeed potentially damaged, as was the tower of illusion we saw. And we cannot make diamonds of it like we thought we had hoped to.
Did you make a diamond ring?
Right. Well, you would have to put metal in there too, right? You could put metal and a rock and make a diamond ring.
Yeah, like we take a piece of coal and then we just make a diamond statuette
Correct.
worth 300 gold.
Yes.
And we can revivify somebody with that.
Correct.
Everybody gets their own personal revivify statue.
I'm gonna need a couple.
Well, if we're gonna use it, now's the time to do it.
Yeah, do we have Quintus? Did you find some coal or rocks or whatever in the component room?
Yep. You found some coal for sure. That makes perfect sense.
Who's feeling lucky then? Who wants to turn the key and pull the lever?
I think the wizards are probably the most capable of doing it correctly.
I can try.
Okay. So you need to insert both the keys.
Can I give Gabar a guidance?
Sure. So the
Also
first thing
got
that
inspiration.
okay,
And I'll
sure.
need someone's hand to turn that second key.
No, it can you just insert them.
Oh,
You can do them
great.
one at a time. It's not like a simultaneous thing. You could just turn one and then turn the other. So the thing is, like Big Smile or Sapphira has to, or Illican has to bust the Drow's like arm off in order to get him out of the lock, because he's already got thieves tools in the lock. So you have to like bust his arm off, and then you can take the keys, insert them, turn them. The next step is load up the materials. When you turn the keys, the door like unlatches so that it is ajar. You can open it up, take out the bolts of cloth. They're like falling apart. They're disintegrating. You toss them to the side. Put in, what are you putting in?
The coal that we just got out of the other room.
The coal. Perfect. And then close the door. There is a helmet hanging from a wire attached to this device. There's a adamantine rod. No, is it adamantine? No, it's crystal. A crystal rod sticking out of the top of it that is attached to this helmet by a wire or like a tube thing.
Right. Let's throw that on.
You put on this helmet. It's big on your head. And there is a lever on the side of the machine. It's in the up position currently.
All right. Wow. Nothing good ever came from hesitation, so here we go. And I'm gonna grab the lever and I'll think of a diamond ring.
Okay.
And that's worth 300 gold.
Okay.
You pull the lever.
You pull the lever, right? Roll a D100.
Oh, I was expecting a 20. Oh, shit. It's good, right? It's good.
The materials are transformed into the desired object permanently.
Hell yeah.
Permanently.
Wow.
Okay. I don't know.
Damn, I should have used that on the other thing I was gonna do.
Got another try.
So you flip the lever. There is a gold sort of whirling, and the machine shakes and fucking shimmers, and you'll see the cracks growing on the crystal edges of the chamber, or as this little tube, as it like shakes and shifts, and then there's a roll of smoke as the door opens, and in the center is a little tiny ring made completely of diamond. So it is a diamond ring.
I'll pick it up and give it to our resident diamond expert, Illiken.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yep. It is a diamond ring worth 300 gold.
Pelican will pocket that.
Put it on.
Yeah, you can put it on.
Might be a little small. Like, maybe I have to put in your pinky because Gabar was like imagining a
Gabar
ring
was
that he
thinking
would
it was for
wear.
him. Yeah.
Might be even tight on like his like Goliath pinky compared to
Oh
like
yeah,
my
not
like,
even.
thumb.
He couldn't even fit on it. Yeah. Okay, cool.
All right. Let's go again.
All right, you guys want to go again?
I mean, we
All right.
got something. You're willing to risk it.
All right. We, as long as we can, I'll try again.
Sure. You
Maybe
set
just keep
in
doing this till it explodes, though.
another piece of
Sure.
coal. Close the door.
Yeah.
Once the lever was pulled and the door opens again, the lever simultaneously goes up with the door unlatching. So the lever's in the up position again.
I'm gonna load it up with a little more coal this time than we
Okay.
did last time.
Okay.
And put the helmet on.
Yep.
And I'm gonna think of an object I saw a long time ago in 10 Towns
Uh-huh.
on a merchant's arm, and I'm gonna pull the lever.
Okay. Make roll a d100.
Should use on the 95. Fuck.
All right. Here's what happens. The gold whirls around, or like this gold light and smoke and stuff whirls around inside of the machine, and it shakes and shimmers way harder than it did before. Cracks are now really starting to form inside of this machine. And as the smoke dissipates, the door unlatches, and you will see at the bottom of the container is a pool of black sludge.
Fuck.
And honestly, like, it fills the entire bottom of the chamber. Like, it appears that the molecules spread out a lot on this one. Like, it is a lot of liquid.
Yeah, I think maybe we quit before that becomes what your brain looks like.
But while we're ahead, unless you want
Yes,
to
damn
really
it.
clean up the sludge and try one more time.
Well, I don't want to fucking touch that.
Sonar will just curiously take his staff and sort of stick it in the sludge. The bottom of his staff sizzles. It is some sort of acid. Extremely, extremely potent acid.
Well, that was a failure.
Maybe it was good for just one.
We got one ring out of it. I suppose it's good enough.
More than we walked in with.
All right, fine. We're done here, I suppose.
All right. What do you want to do now?
How much would this diamond ring be worth?
300.
Thank you.
Are we up to the illusion tower then?
Clock is ticking. Avarice is on us.
That
We
was
must remain
the,
moving.
Let's go.
the next closest one, yeah?
Yep.
Maybe the illusion tower there will have something like what we saw in the Lost Spire. We can try this again.
Maybe.
Fuck if some half-baked wannabe archmage can at least make it in his tower. Who's not to say that the archmage could have something better?
Well, there's only one way to find out. How do you guys get down? There's a hole in the wall of the tower, but it's 20 feet drop.
Big smile anchor us, then slow fall.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay, so Big Smile's gonna hold the rope, everybody descend down, and then he can just jump out.
Like do his
Yeah.
mountain stance thing.
Sure. Yeah, I'll say without too much effort, you guys can. I think going down is a little easier than going up, so you can make your way down, no problem. So everyone exits the tower of transmutation, skipping 2 of the floors. We'll never know what was in those rooms. You guys exit out of the transmutation tower and now find yourself in the frigid, dark expanse of Yithrin. What would you like to do?
Where's illusion?
You can actually kind of look up above this height of the buildings around you, and you will see this sort of purplish glowing tower with a cloud of fog, sort of not swirling around it, but definitely focused around the tower. This sort of thick fog.
This guy?
Yep.
Kid, you got any word from Grim?
Not yet.
He would he'd be here if there were any arrivals. You would know just as much as I would.
I guess we got a little bit of time then. Shall we head to the next tower?
I said let's do it.
Just to verify though, can I look through Grim's eyes and just make
Yeah.
sure that Grim's still here? Like,
Yeah,
he didn't get
he's
shot
around.
down. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
he's good.
Yep.
He's monitoring the area you told him to. All right, so you guys want to make your way up towards the illusion tower?
Yeah.
Alrighty. That. You encounter nothing of note on your way to. Actually, the keen eyes of the group will notice an observer in the distance, sort of monitoring you.
That's fun.
Parting the street, through the streets, they sort of the buildings spread out, and an obsidian tower, shrouded in a gossamer mist, soars above you. It's kind of a little too foggy for you to be able to make it out clearly, but it appears as if eyes, like eyeballs, are carved into the stonework of this tower. And it's got this really odd shape to it. And a purple symbol, reminiscent of an eye, can be seen through the haze covering the top of the tower. From the distance that you're at, you haven't really gone into the mist, but there is this thick mist. So you know how in the headlights, the one light, it's sort of illuminated more so? That purple sort of glow illuminates this whole area in this mist, almost turning it purple color. But it is a thick fog. In the shroud, you're not in it yet, but from where you're standing, you don't see any apparent entryway to the tower.
Well, the situation feels oddly familiar. Let's try to find a way in.
Can we get closer to the mist?
Yeah. It's like a mist, so it's not like you could just like, it's not a wall of mist. I mean, do you guys want to start like getting close to the tower?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh,
Wait. Why isn't
drop a
is my
token?
Oh yeah,
That's
I
right.
guess I do.
Just
Here,
pull
let
him
me
out here.
go there. Do that real quick. Sonar doesn't have to roll. Through that guy inside. Is that everybody?
hold up. There we go. 16.
Okay. As you guys enter the mist, all of you here at different intervals and different stuff, but it all like you're not all hearing the same thing, but it is sort of the same thing, right? You all hear panic voices screaming and calling out, and a sort of fast heartbeat. And it's all, you're all hearing different stuff, but you just start to hear this shit in your head, like it's in your ear, ragged, gasping breaths surrounding you. Big smile. Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, just what I'm good at.
Perfect.
You get +3.
As you walk into the mist, you all start to hear this, and then there's like a click or a big smile, and you don't see your friends anymore. But what you do see is darkness, and then a spotlight. And as you look around, you will see a boxing ring
Oh, fuck.
with you in the center. And you can't make out the faces, but you can just hear, and they're throwing like
Lettuce.
lettuce and
Oh,
potatoes and
not the
tankards,
lettuce.
and they're just boo, boo, throwing stuff at you. You will take
Jesus.
this much damage.
I hope it's a lot.
What?
18 points
Ooh.
of psychic damage. And you are frightened. Your friends are gone. Do you have any reaction to this?
Yeah, like I would drop to my knees in the middle of the ring and kind of put in my mind that I know this is an illusion, and just kind of like syncopate those thoughts. I mean, like I know I'm not here. I know what a ring is. I know what fans are. I've been booed. I know this isn't what that is. And just kind of like loop that thought to try and break it.
Okay. You do. And as soon as that ends, or as soon as you like focus your mind, you close your eyes and you can still hear the booing and the and then when you open them again, it all stops. And there's just like mist around you. But I'm going to describe to you what your friends are doing. Illican, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy. All right.
These towers are getting hard, man. This is fucking no picnic.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
crit.
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
you hear these like screams and cries, like some sort of manifestation, and you still hear it, but it doesn't affect you in any way. And you do see for a moment Big Smile sort of drop to his knees and then open his eyes and is looking about. You're just gonna keep moving. Like I kind of gotta do everybody first, and then we can sort of talk about, because you're free, so nothing really happens to you just yet. Okay, let's go to Gabar. Gabar, make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Magic effect, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blessed, so that's just 20.
Okay, you succeed. So again,
23.
you hear these rasping breaths and heartbeats and screams, but it sort of fades into the back of your mind, and you're fine. Quintus, roll a wisdom saving throw. You fail.
I haven't used any luck points today.
Okay.
I'll just use one. See what
Okay.
happens. Oh,
Hey,
Same thing as I described
that's
to
what they
everyone
do it
else.
for.
This sort of rasping breath, stuff like that. V, make a wisdom saving throw. Okay. V, you will, around you, will sort of fade to black, right? Your friends disappear. And you will find yourself deep, deep underground in this sort of cavernous complex. And there are more of you. And behind you, you will feel a sharp, lashing pain, kablam, across your back. As you turn around, you will see 3 mind flayers, one of which has a whip in his hand. You take some damage.
Sure. Question. Is this a magical effect?
It is.
I do not take damage.
Do you not take damage?
I do not.
Okay, then. So does the what happens there?
When you spell or magical effect that deals psychic damage.
What can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, it's psionic siphon. When you're talking about a spell or magic effect that deals psychic damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage.
Okay. So you used your reaction to take no damage, but the effect remains, right? It's not like that thing that I said, if you're immune to the damage.
Yeah, immunity, yeah.
Right, it's not like that. Okay, so you still do it, but it doesn't psychically lash out at you. But you do feel a command in your mind of like this mind flayer telling you to get to work. All right. What do you do
in that moment?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm not reeling from the pain that would have immediately bloodied me.
No, but you do feel the pain, right? Like it just doesn't psychically damage you, but it is still it feels real to you. All of this feels real. Very, very, very real.
I guess I'm just like I'm like just frozen, speechless, like maybe just waiting a moment, like letting the reality set in, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, Sapphira, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You succeed.
21.
So same thing. You feel this screaming in the back of your mind that sort of fades out.
Okay.
The last person is Valen. Valen, make a wisdom saving throw. She succeeds as well. Okay. We cut back to Big Smile. Big Smile. You find that all of your friends mostly are fine. They're starting to walk towards the tower. Do you wish to continue towards the tower?
Yeah, if I see them walking towards it, I'll try and soldier on.
Yep. Okay. You can make your way to the edge of the tower. There is no doorway. What is your plan?
I think Big Smile is smart enough to maybe like piece together the trick to all these towers. They all have their own flavor.
Sure.
So I'll put my hand on the wall and kind of walk around and trace the outside and see if maybe part of the wall is an illusion that I can.
Sure. Make an investigation check.
15.
You do run your hand along the wall, and it goes through. There is an illusory stone wall covering what appears to be an open archway.
Think I found a way in here.
Wait, I think it's a
Shut it.
door. Yeah, it's a door. You feel a door.
Shout it out to the group and try and
Sure.
be a beacon to guide them through the mist here.
Sure. You don't go in though.
Not yet, no.
Okay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Should have went in and left, you bastards. Wisdom save 17.
You succeed. Do you? Yes, you succeed. Okay, next in the order, Illican. Muted.
Oh yeah, sorry. Illican can see everyone
Mhm.
moving towards, and he sees Big Smile.
Yeah, the only
Um,
thing odd though, because you're perceptive, is you see that V is sort of frozen up a little bit.
Since Big Smile's already over there, you know what? He'll go over to V.
Sure.
And yeah, he'll try to he'll like put a hand on her shoulder and shake it a little bit.
You look at V, her eyes are white, like snowblind. You touch her, she is stiff and is not moving.
What can he do?
Almost in like a state of paralysis.
Trying to see if I have a spell that could help. Lesser restoration, maybe, but oh, wait a minute.
Okay.
About this. Yeah, he'll just try like a lesser restoration, see if anything happens.
Sure. What does lesser restoration do?
Well, cures a condition like a blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Absolutely. So you cast this spell on V. V, you are ripped away from that reality. You blink your eyes, and you will see Illican standing before you.
Almost lost you there.
We have to get to the tower, don't we?
Yes, yes.
Let's hurry. This
Illican.
mist
Sound what is real.
dangerous.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, here we go. This would be funny if oh boy.
You succeed.
Okay.
All right. Next in the order, Gabar. What would you like to do?
Realizing that I'm assuming that I realize there's some sort of magical effect with this.
It's trying to fuck with you, yeah.
See Big Smile. Do I see Big Smile by the tower?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
run.
a little cloudy, but yeah, you can see him.
I'm gonna push forward through the mist and try to escape it by going to Big Smile.
Yeah, you go to Big Smile. He has like got his hand on a door, and like after a moment, you can sort of squint your eyes, and yeah, you can tell there's a door there. Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna try to push my way past him if he's not, and just try to get the hell out of this mist.
Absolutely. You enter the chamber. As you step into the room, it's as if reality splinters and fragments. You feel a sort of your stomach go up into your throat for a moment, and you will realize mirrors cover every inch of the walls, floor, and ceiling, reflecting images of yourself in countless angles all around you. It's like an infinite, you know how it's mirror upon mirror? It's like quadrupled all around you. It is this weird sort of fucking disorienting thing that happens. But you will notice, if you look behind you, there's no door.
But that's just where I came through.
I mean, right now, all you can see is just fucking mirrors all around you, and your depth perception is totally fucked. Like, you can't even tell like how close a mirror is to you. It's like a fucking mirror. What do they call that? Mirror maze. Like a
Like
mirror
it-
maze, like
or
you.
like
On
inside a
houses.
Yeah.
It almost sounds like you're describing what like a kaleidoscope looks like.
Yeah, yeah, but you're inside of it, and all of
you're
the
inside.
reflected images are yourself. That is your. We're gonna take that as your turn for now.
Fucking illusionists.
Quintus, make. What would you like to do?
I don't trust that everything I'm seeing right now is an illusion, so I don't go toward Big Smile, but I do the same thing that he did, where I like put my hand on the wall and start looking for an
Okay.
illusory.
Make an investigation check. You find a separate area away from that Big Smile that has a illusory door on it.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, like, okay, yeah, this is it. I've solved it this way, and
Okay.
try and go through that one.
Absolutely. Because that was your action, make a wisdom saving throw.
What do you mean that big smile?
You fail. So you find the door. However, you blink. And when you open your eyes, you are no longer at the base of the tower. You are encased in ice. You can't move your arms, you can't move your legs, you can't move your head, and you are like a foot away from the face of Levistus himself. And as this horrifying visage looks upon you, a grin curls up in his frozen sort of visage. You are so scarily close to this guy's face. You do take some damage. And you're frightened. 13. Psychic. And he'll say something like, I have you now. You begin to be like paralyzed. V, you're up.
All right. So I am free
For now.
from this mental prison.
Yep.
Did I hear Quintus say? Were you saying out loud, or did you say to yourself?
Well,
like-
you do
like, I found the
notice
way?
that Quintus went to another area of the tower away from where Big Smile is, and then just freeze up. Like with his hand outstretched towards the wall.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, he probably didn't say anything. He
Okay.
is assuming that everything is an illusion right now.
I will trust my gut and trust Quintus more. So I will go towards the way that he went.
Mm-hmm.
If I can make it there.
Yes, you can. And you can approach
movement.
Quintus, and you will see, first of all, if you squint your eyes, he's touching an illusory door. However, he is glassy-eyed, like white, snow-blind, and stiff as a board.
Yeah, and I can fairly assume that he's under the same effect that I was. just a
Possibly,
moment
yeah.
ago. All right, Quintus. Well, let's go, and I will tackle him into the illusory wall.
Doorway. All right, so you open the door and tackle him in. Cool. When you are removed from the mist, Quintus, you break free. So it's sort of a sudden jolt. But you both will tumble in together and feel this lurching in both of your stomachs, right? And you will immediately find yourself next to each other in this reality splintered chamber where mirrors cover every inch of every wall, and they reflect at different angles to create this sort of fucked up illusion thing. You can see yourself, you can see B, and you can also see Gabar. Cool. Sapphira, what would you like to do?
Do I see anybody else here that's still under the like frightened at the moment?
Not at the moment, no. Everybody seems to be making their way towards the tower.
Everybody's making their way towards the door.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm gonna let everybody else go into the. I'll let everybody else go into the door first.
Okay. So there's Big Smile is sort of waving people in at his door. And then
okay.
V and Quintus went in a separate doorway. You do not see any doorways at this moment, right? You just see like like wall, but some of it is an illusion.
But I do see Big Smile kind of waving over towards.
Yes.
I guess I'll go over towards Big Smile then.
Okay, you make your way over towards Big Smile.
All right.
Do you wish to enter the door that he has opened for you? I mean, Big Smile, what would you say? Like, you can talk.
Get in here. I found the door. Let's get out of this mess. This is fucking with our heads.
I can probably hold it open and I'll say, you going first.
Yeah. Say last. I fucking hate it out here. I'm going in.
Okay. So, on your turn, you can go in, Big Smile. But Sapphira, you remain out here. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Not great. Do I still have the I don't have the whatchamacallit from the Bardic Inspiration?
Last 10 minutes.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Here's what happens. You make your way over to Big Smile, and Big Smile's like, come on in. And you're like, oh, I can and then you don't finish your sentence. As Big Smile, you will see her eyes glass over and she stiffens up. But Sapphira, you feel yourself falling for a moment and then splash. Right?
Oh.
You are deep underwater. And you are disoriented. You can't tell which way is up, which way is down. You are holding your breath. You are like right in the throes of basically about to drown. So you take 8 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
You're frightened and you are drowning.
Oh god.
Technically. Is there any sort of reaction that you have to this? Like, what are you doing in this moment? Like, you just feel yourself splash, fall, and then splash, and now you're deep underwater. You can't tell which way is up and which way is down.
I'm kind of like paddling my arms as if I'm trying to like push myself up towards the surface.
Yeah, you are not even sure which way the surface is. And you just paddle around in this dark abyss of water. Next in the order is Valen. She will make her way towards the door where Big Smile is, bow to him, and make her way in. She is not stupid.
That's how you do it.
She is not going to stay out in this shit. All right, so next in the order, Big Smile, you now have a moment to react to Sapphira freezing up.
Yeah, she's like, going in. I'll hold the.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
And then just freezes. She goes stiff as a board.
Shake someone out of it the only way I know how. With a big old slap to the face.
Okay, you slap her really hard in the face.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. She stays right in it.
If that doesn't work, can I grab her and just toss her in?
You can grab her and toss her into the chamber.
Yeah.
You will feel, Sapphira, you will feel yourself lurched out of the water once you enter the chamber. Your eyes open. You are in a room full of mirror reflections of yourself, V, Valen, Gabar, Quintus. There's just like an infinite kaleidoscope of reflections of all of you.
And I'd kind of like tuck and roll in with her too. I'm getting the
You
fuck out of that.
absolutely can make your way in.
Yeah.
There you all are in, right? Is Illican the only one left?
Yeah, Illican will just because he can come before the end of his turn, right? The save's on the end of the turn, so he'll just go in with everyone else.
All right. You feel a lurch in your stomach as you enter the chamber. Everyone finds themselves within the Tower of Illusion. With these mirror reflections of yourself everywhere.
So I think you're real.
Do you reach out and touch V?
Yeah.
Yeah, you touch V.
Is everyone here?
Yo, we're here.
So all of you hear V, but some closer than others. Like, for example, Big Smile, V seems to be like just a couple feet away from you, but also really far away. The voice came from really far away. And it's hard to tell where the fuck anyone is, because honestly, there's 1,000 reflections of them in all different directions. 1,000,000, infinite reflections in all directions.
How do we shut this off? Those illusion wizards come in here. They don't have to fight through that mist. There's got to be a trick or spell we can do. He says, kind of like aimlessly to everyone.
Is there like a stone or anything like on the ground, or is this like
No.
No.
Well,
All right. Well,
all mirror.
I'll just take something.
Give me one moment. Big Smile, you like reach around. You notice that the walls are very close to you and none of your friends are near you. It appears as though they're all really close. They're not. It's almost as if you're in like a really short, like a very narrow mirrored hallway.
But I can still hear their voices. And
yes, but some of them are distant.
Yeah.
It's
Didn't
like
he have Sapphira with him when he drug her in?
He threw Sapphira in first and then entered. So the only two people that are actually next to each other is V and Quintus, because they went in together. Everyone else is separated from everyone else.
Oh God.
Great.
And that is where we'll end the session.
Oh my God. Dude, these fucking towers are getting grisly.
Illusionist, man.
Just the next session is an hour of us walking around like toddlers.
I'm bumping into shit. Yeah.
Just close your eyes. It'd probably be easier to navigate.
I seen
Marco.
it part 2. Like I know what's about to go down. You know.
Oh no. I was just gonna say this is like a game of Marco Polo.
I hope there's nothing in here that we have to look away from, because Illican, the robe is great, but actually Illican cannot close his eyes when the robe.
All right. Well, I can't wait for you guys to explore the illusion tower. This one's pretty good. So that's it. That's the session.
Cool, man.
All right.
Nate, hang back for me. Everybody else, hope you have a
Sure.
great week.
Are we on next week, 28?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good for the foreseeable future. So
Glad you can make it, Will.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah,
Congrats
glad
again,
you can
man.
make it. Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Will. Holy shit, buddy. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, no, it's fun. Yeah, I'm really happy that my wife was like, oh yeah, play D&D. Like I was just baby
That's
sleeping.
awesome.
So we got like the chill. I mean, so far she's super chill. Like she only
That's
cries when she wants to feed or when she's like a naked baby because she likes being warm. So
That's great. Hey, it's
Unfortunately,
pretty.
I slept 9 hours last night. She's 3 days old. Like
Yeah.
it's insane. So
It's a pretty great feeling, I'd say. Like just having it's like that's your little thing you made, you know?
yeah, first kid. So she's super chill baby. So really happy about
That's
that.
great,
So.
man. Well, what's the
Yeah,
name?
glad I-
What's
I
her
don't know
name?
what's the baby's name?
Oh, Amelia.
Amelia.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, Amelia,
That's a good
Billy,
one.
Christine, my last name. So her initials are ABCD.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fucking congratulations, man.
thanks,
I'm
guys.
very, very happy for you, buddy.
Yeah. No, we're super excited. So yeah, glad we can make it. We're glad I can make it
Yeah,
tonight. So
Absolutely. Thank you for coming.
yeah. Yep. So
That's awesome, man.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, as long as nothing crazy is happening, then I'm good for the foreseeable future. No, nothing else going
Alright.
on. So
All right.
let's do it. All
Well, I will catch you guys on the flip side.
right. See you guys next week.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
So yeah.
Bye.
Guys.